Television City in Hollywood, it's Card Shark. Here's the host of Card Shark, Bob Eubanks.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Card Shark. We're glad you can join us today. We hope your day is going well so far, and we hope to add a little bit of excitement and entertainment to your day, too, because we have some very nice contestants, a lot of money, and two beautiful dealers. And here they are. This is Susanna Williams and Lacey Pemberton. Aren't they pretty? I mean, how many of you people out there work with people that look like this?
Oh,
nice.
nice.
Am I a nice guy?
Hey, go deal
well.
the cards, please.
Okay, what do you want, Bob?
Well,
That's what I want.
Lacey will be dealing the red
Yes.
cards, okay, to our returning champion, while Susanna deals the blue cards in the lower level to our challengers. And while they're doing that, I want you to meet our two card sharks. Here they are. Because every day you come up here, you come up and you hit that thing twice. Bam, bam. And I can hear our audio man going, oh. Hello, champ. How are you?
I'm doing fine, thanks.
Good. $2,400. That's what you've won so far.
Can't believe it.
And you're going to get married how many days now?
39 in 5 hours.
No, 39. You got your calculations off. It's going to be 39, 30. You're 37 in 5 hours. You're getting closer.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
You are getting closer.
That's right. My mistake.
By the time you leave this show, you may be married, Buzzy. You don't know.
I hope so. Yeah. One way or another, if I win more money, I guarantee I will.
Tell us what you do.
My name is Buzzy Saylor. I'm from San Diego, California. I'm an estimator for an insulation company, now working in Riverside, and I'm happy to be here again.
So if you want your installation or insulation estimated, we call Buzzy, right?
Yep.
Shoot. Well, we'll write that down. I'll tell you that for sure. Nice to have you back. Hi, Jill.
Hi, I'm Jill Thacker, and I'm happy and lucky to be here.
Let me tell him.
All right.
Jill is a professional football player. She's a defensive end. Did I say it right? A defensive
You said it
end?
right.
Turn around. Let me see. No, I'm only teasing.
Now tell him.
And you play for what team?
I play for the Los Angeles Scandals. And,
The Scandals. What are the other names of teams?
well, the Miami Mermaids and the Dallas Darlings. There's a bunch of them. There's 8.
And you play for the Scandals. Yeah. Do you like it?
I love it.
What is it you like
great
about being a
game.
professional player?
You can be anything you want out there. Anything.
And you're pregnant.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Boys, a rough game that time.
Woo! Yeah.
Yeah.
I was playing wide receiver that day.
I see.
Caught a pass.
Okay. You cut the cards, right?
Right.
Good. You know how to play this game. Well, let's get going. When we left off last time, Buzzy won the first game. We're ready to begin game number 2. Jill, you got to win this game to stay in a match because the first player to win 2 games wins the championship. And here's our first question. Buzzy, we surveyed 100 third-grade boys, and we asked them, when you grow up and get married, are you going to help your wife with the housework? How many third-grade boys said they will help their wife with the housework?
I say that's going to be a very low number. In 3rd grade, they don't like cleaning their rooms themselves. I know I still don't, but
No.
my fiance makes me once in a while. I'd say that's going to be 12.
12 out of 100. Jill, will it be higher or lower than 12?
Well, I don't think that little boys are that bad, and I think it's all in how they're raised, and mine's going to know how to clean up.
Sure.
And
But how many third-grade boys said they'll help their wife?
I think it's going to be higher.
Higher than the 12? Well, the actual number of third-grade boys who said they will help their wife with the housework is 65. Yes, it was higher. Those boys are not all bad. Jill, you have control. You can change this card if you want to.
Oh, change that
Change
card.
the card? All right. Thank you, Lace. The 6 is now a jack. That's
Yay.
better.
Lower.
Lower than the jack. Your card is a 7.
Oh, freeze.
Freeze on the 7. Lots of 7s. All right. Freeze right there. That keeps Buzzy away from the cards, by the way. That's the logic behind that strategy. Let's go again. Jill, for you. We surveyed 100 single women, and we asked them, have you ever broken a date with a man just to keep him guessing? How many single women admitted they have done that?
I think a lot of women do like to play games with men, and because men are a lot of them have a cocky attitude, so you got to keep them in line. I think it's going to be relatively high. I think it's going to be about 60.
60 out of 100 single women admitted they've done that.
No.
Broken a date with a guy just to keep him guessing, Buzzy.
I tell you what, I think it's going to be lower.
You think it'd be lower than that?
Yeah, they don't try that
I do too, because there's so few single men and
I
there's so
know.
many single women. I mean, you can't play too many games.
That's
We'll
true.
leave. Actual number of single women who have broken a date with a man just to keep him guessing is 25. Yes, it was lower. Lower indeed. Buzzy, now, this is your card. You can change if you want to. It's
No,
a
I'll
jack.
keep that card, and I'm going to go lower.
Lower than the jack, your card is
A 4. Yeah, there we go. I'll go higher.
Higher than the 4. It is
An ace, yeah. We go lower.
Lower than the ace. It's a
A queen. We'll go lower again.
In order to win the championship, is it
A 2.
lower? Yeah. Man ran the cards. Congratulations to you.
Thank
you
you.
are the champ once more. Jill, good luck with the new baby.
Thank
we have
you.
some very nice prizes for you. Good luck with your career as a football player. I think that's wonderful.
Enjoyed all the staff here. It's been great.
Yeah, we're a strange group, aren't we?
You're great.
Bye-bye, Jill.
Thank you.
All right, Buzz, right over here, my friend. There you go. That's the way it's done. Our champion now will play the big money cards, and we'll pause for these words and be back to give him a chance to do that. See you in a moment. Welcome back to Card Sharks. This is our champion. Now, you know what's going to happen, Buzz. You have a chance to win thousands of dollars right here. Susanna and Lacey have a deck of cards that you cut before we went on the air. The money you've won so far is yours to keep. Give you $200 of new betting money in the bottom row. When you get to the second line, we'll give you another $400 of betting money. You know, of course, that minimum bets are $50 each time. And also that you can change one card per line by choosing one of the spare cards that Susanna is dealing out now. So you have lots of opportunity. I'd love to see you win a whole lot of money because you get married pretty soon. I mean, 35 days.
35.
Give him $200, please. He's got it. All right, here we go.
All right.
Turn that $200 into thousands of dollars if you play it right. Here's your first card, my friend. It's a
The
6.
6. Let's change that
Get
card
rid of
with
it, huh?
number 3.
Number 3. All right.
Number 3.
Thank you, Susanna. The 6 is now a
A jack. That's better. That's better. We'll go $100 lower.
$100 lower. If another jack comes up in the big money cards, it's a push, no win, no
Great.
loss. Okay, $100 lower than the jack. Your card's
It's
at
a 10.
300.
We'll go $50 lower. $100 lower.
$100
lower.
lower than the 10. It
It's
is
a 5. All right.
$400.
We'll go $300 higher.
$300 higher than the 5. Cards at 7. Gives you 7, $700. Give you another 400. You get 1,100.
Change that with number 1.
All right, let's see what the 7 will become now. The 7 is now an 8, and you've got $1,100.
I'm going to bet $200 lower.
$200 lower than the 8. There's a king. Nope.
That's okay. That's
900.
okay.
That's all right. Good.
I'm going to bet $700 lower.
$700 lower than the king. Yes. $1,600.
I'm going to bet $600 lower.
$600 lower than the 9. Will it be lower than the 9? Come on, Buzzy. It is. Now you're at $2,200. There's your card. I assume you want to get rid of it.
Change that with number 2.
Absolutely. You must bet 1,100 this time. The 7 is now a 2.
Yeah, there we go. Bet all of it lower. All of it higher. All of it higher.
$4,400. It's higher than that. There you go. Now, that brings your total now to $6,900. You're still the champion. And a good one. We'll meet a new challenger for him right after this. Now it's time to meet a new challenger on Card Sharks, and her name is Jackie. Hello, Jackie.
Hi, Buzzy.
How are you, pretty lady?
Oh, I'm fine, thank you. I'm so happy to be here.
Well, it's nice to have you here.
Thank you.
Tell us about Jackie.
Well, I'm Jackie Spadafora. And
Jackie who?
Spadafora.
Spadafora.
Spadafora. That's Italian.
Boy, is it ever.
Yes, and I'm married 32 years to the same man. And I'm a volunteer at our community hospital. I volunteer for everything. I just can't say no.
What was your, I'm sorry, what was your maiden name?
Valanzano.
Oh. There's no doubt, is there?
You bet.
You know how to play this game, don't
Yes,
you?
I
You cut
do.
the cards before we went on the show, and as you'll see that Lacey's dealing out the cards from that same deck that you cut, and we're ready to begin the match. Remember, the first player to win 2 games wins the championship. At that time, you go on to play for the big money. Pay attention, Buzzy. Here's your first question. And it goes like this. Buzzy, we surveyed 100 married women, and we asked them, if your husband didn't feel like going to a party, would you go alone? How many married women would go to the party alone?
I would say it's going to be a low number, even though they'd be mad and they wouldn't feel like going by themselves. They might be embarrassed. I'd say it's going to be a low number. 23.
23 out of 100 married women would go to the party alone. Jackie, what do you think? Higher or lower than that?
Well, I'd never do it, but I think it's going to be just a bit higher.
You would never go to the party alone?
No, no.
I think it's going to be considerably higher. I think that, well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. The actual number of married women who would go to the party alone is 44. Yes, it was higher. Good for you, Jackie. You've got control. Would you go, if you were married and your husband didn't want to go, would you go to the party?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I think those days, sure. Not those Italian families, though. No. All right, Jackie, here we go. This is your card, if I can ever get it out. There it is. It's a king.
Oh,
Lower than the king. Your card's a 10.
lower.
Lower than the 10. She's going on. Is it lower? Nope. That means you go back to the base card of king, and Buzzy gets a free shot at the cards. Buzzy got to play off of this one, and it's a deuce. Why not?
We'll go higher.
Higher than the deuce?
Jack. We'll go lower.
Lower than the jack. 5.
Higher.
Higher than the 5.
A
King.
king. We'll go lower.
Will he run him again? Yes, he did. Wow. Every time you win a game, I hear this screeching scream from the audience, and we know who it is. It's
Yes.
Beyonce is out there.
The one that gets the money.
All right, you've got the first game. You've got another $100. That means, Jackie, you've got to win this game. So let's see if you do. Here's the first question in game number 2. Now, today, folks, today we surveyed 100 people in our studio audience. There they are, right out there. We asked them, if you had the time and the money, would you join a national march across the U.S. for peace? How many people in our audience said they would join a peace march across the United States? Jackie, there they are. We surveyed 100 of them.
If they had the time.
If they had the time and the money, would they join a national march across the U.S. for peace?
They're such a beautiful bunch of people. Yes, it's going to be high.
How many do you
High
think?
number.
Out of 100, Jackie, how many do you think?
I'm going to say 78.
78. Buzzy, higher or lower than 78?
It's going to be much higher. It's going to be higher.
Think it'll even be higher
Oh,
than
yeah.
that?
Be higher.
Interesting question. The actual number of people in our audience who would join a peace march across the U.S. is 41. No, it wasn't higher, it was lower. Surprised you, didn't we? All right.
Did.
Surprised them, too. All right, Jackie, you have control now. You got to win this game, Jackie. The card's an ace. Look there.
Lower.
Lower than the ace. Your card's a 4.
Higher.
Higher than the 4. There it is, 8.
Freeze.
Freeze. All right. She'll freeze on the 8. That keeps Buzzy away from the cards. She wins the next high-low question. She'll have a chance to change that 8. Let's see if she does. Buzzy, we surveyed 100 mothers, and we asked them, in an emergency, have you ever robbed your child's piggy bank? Emergency, heck.
Really?
How many mothers admitted they have robbed their child's piggy bank?
I'd say there's not going to be much money in there, and their reasoning would be, hey, I gave the kid the money anyway, so why not take it back? I'd say it's going to be a high number, 65.
65 out of 100 mothers admitted they've robbed their child's piggy bank. What do you think, Jackie? Higher or lower than that?
Lower.
Lower than that.
Yes, I really do. Lower.
I owe my children $25,000. They don't know. They're old. The actual number of mothers who have robbed their child's piggy bank is 60. It was lower, but just a little bit lower. All right, Jackie, strategy worked. You froze in the 8. Now you can change it.
I will change that card.
Good, all right. Thank you, Lacey. The 8 is now an ace. Look there. Lower than the ace. 3.
Higher.
In order to tie up the match, congratulations to you.
Thank you.
So now we have one game for each of our players. You know you have to win 2 games. It means we must play a tiebreaker game. We'll pause for a couple of commercials, and we'll come back to find out who our champion is going to be right after this. Welcome back to Card Sharks. Time now to play a tiebreaker game. As you can see, Lacey's dealt out only 3 cards in the tiebreaker. Maximum of 3 high-low questions. The winner of this game goes on to play the big money cards. Good luck to both of you. First question for Jackie. Jackie, we surveyed 100 single women, and we asked them, while undressing, have you ever caught a man looking at you through your window? How many single women said they have caught a man looking at them through their window?
What floor do they live on? Well,
Jackie?
you need a ladder, you know.
How many single women said they've caught a man looking at them through their window?
I think it'll be about 48.
48 out of 100. Buzzy.
I'd say it's going to be lower.
You think it'd be lower
Yeah,
than
it's
that?
gonna
Well,
be
the
lower.
actual number of single women who have caught a man looking at them through their window is 15. Yes, it was lower, Buzzy. Sure.
Right.
All right, Buzz. Here we go. 3
Let's
cards
go.
away from the championship.
Let's
There's a
change
6.
that card. Let's
Rid of
change it.
All right. The 6 will now become an
An
ace.
ace. There we go. Let's go lower.
Lower than the ace. It's
A 5. We're going to go higher.
If it's higher, you remain the champ. You
They've been calling.
Wow, the card just rolled right for you. Congratulations
It
to you. Jackie, we have $100 for you. Some very nice prizes. You're a delightful lady, and thanks for being with us.
Thank
All right,
you.
we'll see you again. Bye-bye. Sure, Buzz. Do it again, man.
I think Lacey likes it.
Hey, that's all right, isn't it? Cards turned out just
Sure
right.
did.
Okay. You've added another couple $100 to your total. Now we're going to give you a chance to play the big money cards once again. And here again, I'd like to see you win a big bunch of money, because Susanna and Lacey have a deck of cards that you cut before we went on the air. Remember, the money you've won so far is yours to keep, but now we'll give you new money. $200 in the bottom row. Bet your way across the row. When you get up to the second line, we're going to give you another $400 of betting money on the second row. Also, please keep in mind, minimum bets are $50 each time, and that you'll have a chance to change 1 card per line by choosing one of the spare cards that Susanna is dealing out right now. You know all those rules? If you do, then let's give the man $200, and let's see what happens. You can turn that $200 into $32,000 if you play your cards right. Good luck to you, Buzzy. Here we go. First card,
Oh,
deuce.
2. We'll bet all of it higher.
Sure,
all of it higher.
than the deuce. There's
A
a
6.
You got 4.
We'll change that card with number 3.
Number 3. All right, the 6 is now a 7.
7.
Got
I'll
$400.
bet $100 higher.
$100 higher than the 7 it is.
Oh, good. Okay.
500.
We'll bet $150 lower.
$150 lower than the 10. It is a 9. Sure. $650. Come up here. Give you another $400. You now have $1,050.
I'm going to change that with number 1.
Number 1. The 9 is now a
A queen. Oh, good. Good card.
$1,050.
I'll bet $500 lower.
$500 lower than the queen. Good bet. Let's see if it is lower than the queen. It's not.
Ooh, that's okay. That's okay.
That brings you to $550, but there you
That's
are.
okay. I'll bet all of it lower.
You're going to bet all of it
All
lower.
of it lower.
Of course, it's going to be lower than the 8.
Oh, good. Good card. Good card.
$1,100.
I'll bet $600 higher.
$600.
$600 higher.
$600 higher than the 5. We're rooting for you, pal. Come on, be higher than the 5. It is.
All right.
$1,700. 7's up there. You still
I'm
got
going to
1
change
card.
that with number 2.
Yeah. All right. Come on, Ace.
Come
Anything
on.
big, right?
Yes.
Let's see what it is. It's
An ace. Oh, yeah.
All right, you got
What
$1,700.
do I do? All of it lower.
You are about to add $3,400
Yeah.
to your total because of
Oh, yeah.
lower. Sure.
Thank you.
There you go, man. That's the way to do it. Now, let me tell you, you're at $10,500. You're still our champion, and we'll pause for these words, and we'll be right back with more Card Sharks right after this. Welcome back to Card Sharks. You got $10,500. The rules say you can play the big money cards as many as 5 times. You've already played them 3 times, so we'll meet a new challenger next time when we meet, and we'll see how well you do that time.
Boy, I can't believe it.
Things are looking good, aren't they, pal?
Sure are.
We're glad you joined us today. Until next time, I'm Bob Eubanks for Lacey Pemberton, Susanna Williams, for Gene Wood, and for Mimi O'Brien. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye from Card Sharks.
Some of our departing contestants will receive a travel cosmetic bag and Lee nail. Crush on to men 1 nail, a length on all 10 for longer, stronger, natural-looking nails, Lee nail. an insulated bag, and gift certificates for Kentucky Fried Chicken and fresh buttermilk biscuits. You've got a right to chicken done right. At Kentucky Fried Chicken, we do chicken right. True Value, True Test, Easy Care paint for easy does it painting in 3 finishes and many decorator colors from True Value hardware stores. Hot Calculator and App-Free Apricot Facial Scrub. No other facial scrub works harder to keep your skin softer. App-Free for the softer skin you can have. A cookbook and Niagara Fabric Care Spray starch for a crisp finish with body. Sizing for body without stiffness, Niagara for fabric care. A manicure set and fast, effective Q-Tex remover that actually locks in moisture so your nails get stronger every time you use it. And a member of our studio audience will receive this telescope by Bushnell, one of the finest telescopes in the world. Big 910mm objective lens, focal length, brings heavenly bodies 227 times closer from Bushnell. This is Gene Wood speaking for Card Shark, a Mark Goodson television production. It's more than Password, it's Password Plus. It's an all-celebrity week. From Card Sharks, Jim Perry. And from Vegas, Greg Morris. Plus, Nancy Walker. And from the Waltons, Judy Norton-Taylor. And here's the host of Password Plus, Tom Kennedy.
Thank you very much. Hi, gang. Good to see you. Come on over. We are having fun. Boy, I got to tell you, I was watching you people on the monitor backstage. You came out here with all the smiles and the pizzazz in the world, and that's just fantastic. Where do you see the puzzles we got for you today? Here we go. Nancy Walker, Judy Norton-Taylor. Take a look at this. You folks at home, look. All of our stars this week are playing for charity, and Nancy, I'm going to have you tell us right now what your option is. Pass or play?
I'll play.
Okay.
Alive.
Vibrant. Ooh, all right. Judy. Hey, yes, don't we? No, we can win with this one, right? You're not allowed to kill yourself on the air. You have to wait till we're over. Oh, she did. Go, Judy.
Important.
All right, back to you, Nancy. Now, let's see.
Urgent.
Energetic.
Oh, I see. Okay. Now, this is the fourth and final clue.
Okay.
Judy.
Organ.
Heart? No, vital organ. Vital was the word. Vital, which we thought you were so close, which you were, with vibrant, which forget about it. Okay, that's what I told you.
Throwing a word
come
out.
out smiling. Nancy, look at this one. Judy?
That's a meal in the South. Vitals. Yes. Yes.
All right,
No, them called chidlets.
Nancy, you gonna pass or play?
Pass.
Uh-huh.
Person.
Human.
Yes, that's it. Yes.
That's ESP, is what that
That's
is.
it. Now, vital went up on the board, even though no one had a chance at that. Now you add to that human. And now, Mr. Perry, sir, you have vital.
I'll go with what I thought before. Heart. Is it the heart?
Is it the heart? It is not the heart. Good guess, though. All right, Judy, now we're getting down to it.
thought so, too.
Judy, the option is yours this time. Look at that look on her face.
I know.
Pass or play?
Pass.
That definitely looked like a pass look.
Shot.
Wound.
No. Judy?
Diabetes.
Injection?
No. Nancy? Look at...
Serum.
Insulin.
Yes, okay.
the shot with
Gregory.
not what was in it.
Vital? human, add to that insulin. What's the puzzle?
I would say diabetes.
Is it diabetes? No, it is not.
That's a
Here we
toughie.
go with the
That
next
is a
one.
toughie.
And it's for Nancy and for Judy. Of course, it's for you. Nancy, option?
I'll play, torso.
Body.
Uh-huh. That's the way you do it. Good clue. All right, body goes up there. Now, vital, human, insulin, body. Greg?
High blood pressure.
High blood pressure. Is it that old magic puzzle board? It is not. This is the final password for this particular puzzle. Nancy, having looked, what do you think? Pass or play?
Pass.
Judy Norton-Taylor.
Yes.
Go to work.
Vital.
Organs.
Uh-huh. There you go. All right, Jim. Jim, this is for the game. Those are all 5 of the clues. Vital, human, insulin, body, organ. Mr. Perry, what's the puzzle?
Is it the pancreas?
Is it the pancreas? It is the pancreas. That's right. Good clue.
I was going to say liver.
We'll be right back with General Hospital after this.
We won with that, right?
That
I always knew those straight D's in biology would pay
Oh,
off.
boy, they certainly did. I have to be perfectly honest with you. I didn't know it was pancreas. I had nowhere to go. I would have just said heart all over again.
That's very lucky.
Let's find out where your hearts are. Judy Norton-Taylor, you are playing for...
The Special Olympics.
Uh-huh. And Jim Perry, you're playing...
For multiple sclerosis.
Okay, now you earned, what was it over there, $400?
Yeah.
Are you going to add to it, possibly?
A bundle.
Up to $5,000. We're going to give you 10 passwords, starting with the letter K and going alphabetically all the way through the letter T. And if you get all 10 of those in 60 seconds, then you add $5,000 to your charities. That is to say, it'll be split. And, of course, you know how to play it. All right, now the first word, Judy, begins with K. As a matter of fact, we're going to give you the first word, and there it is. Now, you think of your clues, okay? You have 60 seconds. Go!
Cigarette.
Cool.
Pass it.
L.
Statue.
Lincoln.
Bell.
Liberty.
M.
Spaghetti.
Meatball.
Pasta.
Mozzarella.
Noodles.
Monagati.
Pass it.
N.
Pest.
Nasty.
Trouble. Pass it.
O.
Cookie.
Oreo.
P.
Bird.
Parrot.
Q.
4.
Queen. No, quintet?
Baby.
Quartet. Quintuplets.
Pass it.
R.
Listen. Music.
Relax. Radio.
S.
6.
Almost. You got- I'm terribly hungry. Let's all go out to a nice Italian restaurant. You named everything on the Italian menu except macaroni.
Even the hard one.
My wife was not a fancy cook. I would have got that manicotti and all that.
First of all, the cigarette, you said cool, it was Kent, the other K.
What else is a clue for Ken?
I don't, well,
Anything.
Clark.
Kent Clark
Yeah.
University,
Okay.
Kent University, I don't know. Quadruplets was the other one that you gave every other foursome there was. 7 and nuisance were the remaining ones, but
I
you
don't
didn't-
want to hear anything
You
more
got
about
$400. That's what you want to
That's
hear.
good.
Add it
That's
to the other $400 gives you a total of $800 to be split between your charities. Now let's go back over here and play another game.
Next time.
That's all right. No, it was good effort. All right, this time, Judy, you're over here. Right there. Jim, over here. There you go.
Okay,
All right,
Nance.
Judy Norton-Taylor and Greg Morris are now partnered again. Yes.
Do you know that as many times as she and I have played this game, it's the first time that we are partners?
Oh, is that right?
Glad to hear that.
Well, let's see if that's going to work out. Here's their first $100 puzzle for Jim Perry and for Greg Morris.
I used to be on the
All right,
same
Nance.
side.
That's right.
All right, Jim, your option.
Okay. I'll play. Sound.
Asleep.
No, go ahead, Greg.
Doze.
Sleep.
Yes, that is it. Yeah. So you got it, Judy. Now, sleep goes up as your first clue for that puzzle. What do you think it is, Judy?
Is it the Tooth Fairy?
Is it the Tooth Fairy? Oh.
You got a weird mind.
So hoping it would be.
I should have went back to the macaroni and said sounder.
Greg, this time it's your option.
I'll play.
Okay.
Months?
Years?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. All right, Judy, sleep. Years. Your clue, your puzzle answer?
Is it Rip Van Winkle?
Oh, that sounds good to me. Is it Rip Van Winkle? It is Rip Van Winkle. Oh, good combination over here. $100 to nothing. We'll be back.
Didn't like her from the last picture.
We established Jim Perry's charity for this week and Judy Norton Taylor's. We did not reestablish today, that is, Nancy Walker's charity for whom you're playing.
The American Heart Association.
Very good. And Mr. Morris?
The United Negro College Fund.
Very good. All right, we've established the four of them, and now let's get on with the next game. It's another $100 puzzle.
What took you so long, Thomas?
Sir, I don't know. Judy and Nancy. Here we go.
Is it us?
It is Nancy's option, yeah. What do you want to do,
Okay,
Nancy?
Nancy.
I'll play opulent.
Rich.
Judy.
Piano.
Grand.
Uh-huh. Yes. Grand clue. All right, Greg. Grand is up there. It is now. What do you think the puzzle is?
You gotta be putting me. I just said it.
Oh, is it? It's not. Okay, Judy and Nancy. I thought it was a rock group. I don't know. Judy?
Pass.
Oh. Better hurry.
Love.
Utensils.
Knives.
No. All right, Judy.
Chinese.
Chopsticks.
Uh-huh. But you had to say something, otherwise you suffer a terrific penalty.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, you give me two.
Now you have grand and you have chopsticks. And Greg, once again, it's up to you. What do you think the puzzle is?
Is it a banana?
A what?
A banana?
Yeah.
Now, don't play around with me. You mean a banana or a piano?
The combination. It's a yellow piano.
Is it a banana? Is that what you want?
Well, he's got six choices now.
What is your guess?
I said piano.
Piano. Is it a piano? It could have been.
You were going to choke yourself right out of that one, Morris.
I've seen people eat bananas with chopsticks. Don't play around with me. Very well done. Liberace and ivory and instrument all fit into the category, and that is 100. Oh, that's a total of $200 for Judy and for Greg. 0 so far for Nancy and Jim. And that means we're going to have another $200 puzzle. You can still tie him up with this one.
Would you like to say it again? 0. You enjoyed that, Tom, right?
Jim, this is for $200.
Okay.
Option is
Make
yours.
him
Jim.
nervous.
Jim, what do you want to do?
I'll play. Moscow.
Russia.
Yes, Nancy.
Russia! You told me I wasn't
Got
speaking up.
It is Russia. Yeah, you're going to have to speak up, young lady. All right, now you got, it goes up there on the board. Russia. Now, Nancy, what do you think the puzzle is?
I don't know. Stanislavski.
Is it Stanislavski? It is not Stanislavski.
Oh, you're a method actress, too.
All right, Jim and Greg.
I looked at the pictures.
Jim?
I'll play soul.
Spirit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Capital.
Korea.
Hey, boy, I tell you. What a team you got going here. All right.
I think alike.
Judy, it's for the game. You have now Russia and you have Korea. This is for the game. What do you think that puzzle is?
Is it the Olympics?
Is it the Olympics? It is not the Olympics. Greg, Jim, let's look at this one. Folks at home. Greg, pass or play? Better hurry.
Pass.
Oh, okay, Jim.
I want to thank you from the... Pyrenees.
Mountains?
Nope. Greg?
Llama.
Oh, Asia?
No, Jim. Third and final clue on your side, Jim.
Hound.
I have no idea. I'm sorry.
All right. Final clue, Greg.
Invasion.
Yeah, that brought it up to date, but they were so diverse.
it
They had a
was
hard time
really
focusing upon Afghanistan. Afghanistan, Hound.
Someone
It's,
held Afghan.
But that's it stays over here.
Yeah, that's right. The control. Now, it goes up on the board so you can be thinking about that. It's Russia, Korea, and
I
Afghanistan.
can't
But no
imagine
one-
why Nancy missed that because
Jim-
you said that they're in the Andes, not the
Yeah, Pyrenees are in South America, I believe,
I
aren't they?
can't
That's
imagine
all
why
right.
she would miss it.
Did you hear
Would you like-
picky.
Wait, but did you hear somebody ever go?
Should we go back to pancreas again?
Greg, you want to pass the play on this one?
I'm going to play
All right.
Tokyo.
Japan.
That's it. Now, Judy, this is for the game. You have Russia, you have Korea, you have Afghanistan, and you have Japan. For the game, what's the puzzle?
This wasn't in my history book.
That's tough. Russia, Korea, Afghanistan.
I don't know.
Tough. Darn tough. I am here to inform you this is the final password for this particular puzzle.
Oh,
Take a
Mr.
look at it.
Hopeful again.
Yes.
Mr. Morris, the option is yours. You want to pass or play?
I will play. Have
Okay.
to play, because I ain't gonna turn it over to him. Asia.
Continent?
Yes.
Yes.
Nicely done. Nicely done.
Judy, for the game, Russia, Korea, Afghanistan, Japan, continent. The puzzle is?
Asia.
Is it Asia? Yes. And then there were none. That's a great team over here. They took it 400 to nothing. I mean, they just won by 400, to put it that way. And so that simply means...
Because Jim is taller than you are.
That's right.
Get him a little sign that says Pyrenees.
Yeah, Pyrenees. South
Right over
America.
my pancreas. Right now.
Well, yeah. Be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, to show you how authoritative we actually are, of course, Jim Perry, you all know, is the host of Card Sharks, and, you know, asked many questions over a period of a year or so. So he has
Doesn't know
a
the
great deal.
answers.
And I have done a couple of shows, you know, Split Second being among them. So we got Afghanistan, he says Pyrenees. I said at the end of the thing, Jim, the Pyrenees are in South America. Ladies and gentlemen, the Pyrenees are not in Afghanistan. They're nowhere near it. They're not in South America. They are a mountain range between France and Spain. There he is. Thank you very much. Now we're going to play with Greg Morris, who is representing
Sore loser.
the United Negro Fund, and Judy Norton-Taylor for the Special Olympics. And now you're going to add up, hopefully, to $5,000 to your charities by playing alphabetics. We're going to give you 10 passwords starting with the letter O and going alphabetically all the way through the letter X. And if you get 10 in all 10 of them in 60 seconds, then you get the $5,000. You both know that, don't you?
Yes.
Hi, Greg. He's already studying the O. You don't know what the first word is, but we're going to give it to you right now.
All right.
There it is. You have 60 seconds. Go.
Hydrogen.
Oxygen.
P.
Planet.
Pluto.
Q.
Klugman.
Quincy.
R.
Bert.
Reynolds.
S.
Football.
Soccer.
T.
Mexico.
Tijuana.
U.
Pass.
V.
Flower.
Vase.
Purple.
Violet.
W.
Hair.
Wig.
X.
Computer.
Xerox.
U.
Stomach.
Intestines. Ache. Ulcer.
Bad. Bubbling.
Ulcer.
Stomach.
Acid.
Antacid.
And acid, you were on. I was ready to come out here and say Pepto. Nothing. Bismol. Nothing. It's upset.
Upset.
Yeah. Oh. That's, oh, how well they play the game, though. You got $900 added to the winnings for a total of $1,300 for your charities. Let's go on. Don't be upset. Let's come on over here and play the game. Don't be upset. Good going. Now, who is it? Judy, you're right here. Let's dig out. I think it was the first 5, though. You got in one clue each, just going like that.
If you go by it, it's very hard to get a
Where are the Pyrenees, Jim? I keep forgetting. Where?
Next to the liver.
Oh, I see. We'll be right back. Don't go away. The Pyrenees are actually...
You threw in the book.
Time to get into another game today, but we'll be back next time. Don't worry about it. To play some more Password Plus for our favorite charities. And speaking of the charities, Jim Perry, how did you get involved with multiple sclerosis?
Now we're at the end of the day, right?
Yes.
So we can lose. It's rather personal. Years ago, I've been involved with it for some time. I lost a very dear friend to multiple sclerosis, and it is a terrible disease, and it strikes young adults. This person, they were just really starting, she and her husband were just starting their lives together, and bang. So it's very, very dear to my heart.
Well, thanks to your efforts and other people like you, maybe that won't be happening too much longer.
That would make it all worthwhile.
That certainly would. And it would be very worthwhile if you joined us again tomorrow for more fun with these great stars. And we'll see you then on Password Plus. Bye-bye.
Some members of our studio audience will receive Hollywood Safflower Oil, higher in polyunsaturates and other oils. Hollywood Safflower Oil contains no cholesterol from Hollywood Foods. Lipton Noodles and Sauce, the delicious side dish that helps simple dishes become hot and satisfying meals and takes just 7 minutes to prepare. Baker's Secret from Echo, this silicone-coated non-stick bakeware is the easy way to better baking. Makes cleanup easy as pie. The Colonel's finger-licking good chicken and an insulated bag to keep things cool. It's nice to feel so good about a meal. Kentucky Fried Chicken. No more vacuuming. From now on, it's electric brooming with the deluxe 3-speed Regina electric broom. Makes cleaning a breeze. It's a great gift. Treat yourself. The Kodak Colorburst 250 instant camera with built-in electronic flash. Bright, brilliant color by Kodak that develops right before your eyes. Charities for this week's show have been selected and approved by NBC prior to taping. Any amounts won will be forwarded directly to the said charitable organizations. This is Gene Wood speaking for Password Plus. A Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production.
Ladies and gentlemen, Gary Moore.
Thank you. Say hi, Bill Wendell. Oh, good to see you all. Thank you, and welcome once again to Tell the Truth. I think I know a total of about 4 French words. My favorite French word, however, is the word prestidigitateur. Prestidigitateur. Sounds very fancy. It means magician. And our first guest today is a prestidigitateur. And we will meet that prestidigitateur as soon as we meet our panel here on To Tell the Truth. Here we go.
Peggy Cass. Bill Cullen. Kitty Carlisle. And Joe Garagiola.
You folks dig magicians?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes.
I am the greatest magician buff in the world, and it's a strange thing. You know, the television in, 23 years, roughly, when it's been a widely popular medium, we have never developed one great magic act.
True.
Perhaps we shall today. We have with us a prestidigitateur, and let us meet right now.
Number 1. What is your name, please?
My name is Diana.
Number 2.
My name is Diana.
Number 3.
My name is Diana.
And if Orson Bean were here, so I'll take a six-pack. Very attractive ladies. Here is Diana's Hocus Pocus history. It says, I, Diana, am a magician. On stage, I use only my first name and am one of the few ladies of legerdemain in a magical milieu maintained mainly by men. At the age of 8, I decided the life of a magician was for me. And just 1 year later, I was performing before an audience. On stage, I never forget I am a woman. My distinctive magic tricks involve such appropriately feminine items as candles, flowers, and perfume bottles. Off stage, I never forget that I am a magician. Even on my wedding day, I performed a grand illusion. I made my new husband disappear. Signed, Diana. We'll be back to try to solve the mystery of who is the real Diana after we conjure up a commercial or two. Now, bear it in mind, if you will, that all three of these charming young ladies claim to be Diana, magic's mystery woman. And Joe Garagiola, what have you up your sleeve in the way of a question?
Well, I have the obvious questions for all three of them. Let's begin with number 1. Number 1, you made your new husband disappear. To where?
Well, I tried to make him disappear because I wanted to try this magic trick. After all, I caught him by magic, so I thought I'd make him disappear. That's a magic secret.
Okay. Number 3, where did your new husband disappear?
Well, no professional magician ever tells tricks of the trade. It's magic.
See. Number 2, I can't wait for your answer to that question.
I made him disappear into the air.
I see. Does the name number 2, Randy, mean anything to you, the amazing Randy?
Yes, he's a New York magician.
Mm-hmm. Number 1, what was the very first trick you learned?
It was this penny that I changed into 10 cents.
That's a good trick.
I was going to say, the government is doing that every day.
The other way around.
It used to be a penny. Now, all right, let's go down to Peggy, please.
Number 3, did your husband ever reappear?
Yes, he reappeared for the honeymoon.
Oh, that was nice. Now, number 1, what trick do you do with flowers and perfume bottles?
Well, for perfume bottles, there's a little genie in there, and for flower tricks, I just make it multiply or float in the air.
Well, that's very good indeed. Number 2, are there any other famous lady magicians?
No.
Oh, number 3, do you appear in New York?
Several times I have.
Where?
Well, I've done work for parties, private parties, also for parties, bon voyage parties on cruises.
But you don't work clubs?
I have worked clubs occasionally.
Number 2, do you do card tricks?
Yes.
Oh, I love card tricks. I'm not too crazy for magic, but I'm crazy for card tricks. Number 1, do you work all over the country or just mostly in one area?
I work over the country. I do a lot of things, and I also do some conventions, you know, traveling conventions.
And that loud buzz takes us to Bill Cullen, please.
Number 2, do you do any of the large, spectacular tricks that require a great deal of, everybody, admittedly, a great deal of machinery and things like that?
Yes, I do.
Number 1, would a magician ever have a reason to hire twins as part of his act?
I think so. I think so, because if one of them felt a little bit indisposed, well, one could take over.
What, number 3, if I knew a couple of twins who were looking for a job in a magical act, do you think a magician might hire twins?
There would be times when twins would be useful.
What time, number 3, would you be prone to use a twin?
Well, if I sawed one person in half, I may wish to have the twin replace him.
I hope you take my twin first, number 3.
Yes, you do. You do that to one person, and you have two of your best friends that you ever had. Let's go to Kitty, please.
Number one, you said you caught your husband by magic.
Right.
How did you do that? What kind of magic did you use?
Well, it was through a magic potion, and I just thought that I'd try it out on him, and he fell for it.
It was a love potion.
Love potion.
And it worked.
It really did.
And the first time you ever tried it, it worked?
Not quite. It took several practice before it really worked.
Oh, you mean on different people?
Just on him.
Oh, I see. Number two, did you ever use a love potion?
No.
Number three, did you ever use a love potion?
I try to shy away from things like that.
Uh-huh. You don't think that they're the right things to use?
Well, when you start giving people things to drink, who knows what might happen?
Yeah.
Number...
Here. Oh.
I had thought that was the central idea, but that takes us to Joe, please.
Oh, no.
Oh, okay, who comes?
Wait. Oh, we've
That's
all done
it.
it.
Oh, we've all done. Oh, we
We've
heard
done
the
it.
bell. Yes, I'm sorry.
You're bewitched.
Yes, I'm bewitched. A spell has been cast this way. It is time now for you to mark your ballots, I believe. And if you will do that, mark down one of the following three numbers: number 1, or number 2, or number 3. And we pay $50 for each wrong vote, and we still pay $500 to the team in case of a complete stump. And Joe Garagiola starts, please.
Well, I never heard an explanation of how they saw people in half and they still don't, are not sawed in half. So number 3 told me, I voted for her.
All right, we got a 3 show on. And Peggy, have you an opinion?
Well, number 1 didn't know why they should use twins. I don't either. But number 3's explanation of you needed a substitute in case something happened to number 1 scared me. So I voted for number 2, although she couldn't hide many tricks under that dress she's got.
All right. So you got a 2 and a 3, and let's go to Bill Cullen.
Takes one to know one. No, actually, what Peggy said is true. There's one reason why a magician would be apt to hire twins, and neither number 1 or number 3 told me that reason, so I had to vote for
What is the reason?
A disappearing act. I mean, and then they come quickly from the back of the stage or something like that. You mean-
Appearing to be the same person,
Same
but actually
person,
it's two
yeah.
different people. All right, and so Kitty.
Well, number 3 very wisely said she didn't fool around with potions, and I think that's very sensible. But when number 1 said how she would use twins, number 2 smiled rather condescendingly, so I voted for her.
Well, now, almost everybody's for 2. 3 has got 1 vote. Well, the real Diana. Please levitate yourself. Stand up. Yeah, I don't know what you did there by us, but you scared the bajunior out of me. Well, Diana, I know they were going to have a moment or two of your magic, so if you go and get ready for what small things you do have to get ready, we'll find out about number 1. Number 1, what is your real name, please, and what do you do?
My name is Marcelita Lopez Caballao, and I'm a Philippine-American concert pianist.
Concert pianist. And number 3, tell us about you, please.
My name is Ernestine Walker, and I'm the director of Soundview Youth Development Center.
Oh, hey, good. Nice to have you with us. And now, to tell the truth, is very proud to present in a dazzling and dizzying display of Discomania. Discomania, no less. Diana, Magic's Mystery Woman. Thank you very much. Totally mystified. Thank you, young ladies, also for being with us on To Tell the Truth. Take care. Well, now from the world of magic, we go further into the magic of make-believe. We have coming up someone who has written hundreds and hundreds and perhaps thousands of soap operas. And we will find out if John's other wife can find happiness in a small mining town in the West as the world turns its eyes and ears to so many splendid commercials.
Oh, Helen?
Now let's say hello to someone who has written many of television's and radio's best-loved soap operas.
Number 1. What is your name, please?
My name is Mavis Hathaway.
Number 2.
My name is Mavis Hathaway.
Number 3.
My name is Mavis Hathaway.
Mavis? Mavis Hathaway. All right, let us listen to the story of Mavis Hathaway. It says, I, Mavis Hathaway, am the author of a new Gothic mystery entitled What Evil Lurks. Perhaps you have guessed by looking at me that my name is not really Mavis Hathaway. Actually, my name is Ira Avery. But since the authors of Gothic novels, those ever-popular haunted house damsel in distress tales, are traditionally women, you may call me Mavis. The writing of Gothics is something of a departure from my former career. For many years, I wrote for television, not only for such prime-time playhouses as Armstrong Theater and the U.S. Steel Hour, but also for daytime serials. My soap opera credits include Love of Life, The Secret Storm, The Doctors, Search for Tomorrow, The Guiding Light, and Love is a Many-Splendid Thing. Signed, Ira Avery, or, if you wish, Mavis Hathaway. And gentlemen, I will turn you over to a man who I believe used to do station breaks or commercials, I've forgotten which, for Ma Perkins.
Yeah,
Bill
and then I left Ma and got into radio, as I recall. No, I did a show. Number 1, does the name, the title, This Is Nora Drake, suggest anything to you?
Yes, it was a daytime soap opera on radio.
And number 3, do you go back to the radio soap operas? We discussed television in here, but we didn't mention, did you work on the radio soap operas?
Not immediately on them, but I worked around them.
Who number 3, does the name the Hummerts mean anything to you at all?
Well, they wrote and produced many soap operas.
Number 2, in television, when the characters go into the studio to perform a half-hour soap opera, daily soap opera, have they memorized completely their lines in the script for that day?
That depends on the actors.
What is the general...
Ooh, I often wonder myself. Kitty.
I'd like to know, what is the general rule?
Which one?
Whoever was answering you. Number 1,
Number
right?
2.
Number 2. What is the general rule?
There are scripts, and the actors do have lines to memorize.
And do they always know them? No, I see. Okay. Number 3. What is the genesis of Gothic novels? Is it Wuthering Heights?
It's hard to say.
Number 1. Why would you have to be a woman to write soap operas?
Well,
Don't men write soap operas?
Men write soap operas, but usually women write Gothic novels.
Well, weren't you Mavis Hathaway when you wrote soap operas?
No, then I used my own name, Ira Avery.
Oh, I see. Number 2, who wrote Wuthering Heights?
Emily Bronte.
And number 3...
Thank you, Kitty. Joe Garagiola coming up.
Number 1, why do they call them soap operas?
Number 1?
Oh, because they were sponsored by the soap companies like Procter & Gamble and Lever Brothers and so forth.
Number 3, how far ahead do you write in a soap opera?
Oh, sometimes weeks.
Number 3, is it true that if someone's having trouble with the producer and you want to cancel his contract, you write in a death scene? Is that pretty accurate?
It has been done.
Number 1, have you ever done that?
Only once, on Ma Perkins.
Number Kill Bill Collins, Peggy said. Number 2,
Sorry, Joe, we're going down to Peggy, please.
Number 3, what is that, your title taken from? What Evil Lurks?
It's from the Bible.
Thank you. Number 2, who was the Shadow? Who played the Shadow?
I cannot remember.
Thank you. Number 1, who's Veronica Holt?
She is the most popular of all the women Gothic writers right now.
Thank you. Number 2, do you know who Charity Blackstock is?
No, I'm sorry.
Thank you. Now, number 1, isn't there truly one first Gothic novel, the predecessor for all Gothic
Yes,
novels?
Horace Walpole, who wrote The Castles of Otranto around 1800.
Thank you. Number 3, in Vic and Sade, there was, they had a son. Do you remember his name?
Slips my mind now. I can't think of it.
His name was Rush. I had a crush on him when I was a kid. Number 2, do you prefer writing for radio soap operas or for TV soap operas?
That's very difficult to answer in a short time. They both have, there are nice things about writing for both mediums.
Number 1, Mary Stewart plays the lead on a soap opera, which it says here that you wrote for. Do you know which one that is?
Against the Storm.
Thank you.
All righty. We got a lot of opinions out there, I'll bet you, amongst the soap opera fans. We got a bell. Pretend you're going to mark your ballot. Would you mark it for number 1? Or would you mark it for number 2? Or perhaps would you mark it for number 3?
Because I can't remember
Peggy,
who said
it's
what.
going crazy, and well, we get to you last anyhow, so we'll
Okay.
start with Bill.
Yeah, I think number 1 was wrong in an answer. I don't know what that means. I voted for number 1 in any event. Actually, maybe our questions weren't good.
All right, you got a 1 showing, and let's go to Kitty.
Anybody who talked about the Castle of Otranto deserves my vote, because I think that's the truth. So I voted for number 1.
We've got a pair of 1s, Joe Gargiulo.
I thought he said Toronto. So I voted for number 1.
Because you got a great team
That's
up
right.
there.
It sounded great to me.
All right, so everybody's bunching up on 1 except Peggy looks as though she...
Well, you see, he gave me one bum answer. Mary Stewart's on Search for Tomorrow, because I was on it myself for 2 days before they wrote me out. Everything else he said was right. And I also thought The Monk was the first Gothic novel, not The Castle of Otranto, but I voted for you anyway.
It seems to be unanimous. Gentlemen, everybody is for number 1. The votes are all in. Will the real Ira Avery please stand up, sir?
It's number 2.
It is.
Number 3, I'll die.
Oh, no!
Perfect, gentlemen.
I knew those answers were wrong.
The object of any good author is to mystify and to mislead, and it happened magnificently over here. Number 1, sir, tell us what your name is with 4 big votes.
My name is Jack Wolf, and I publicize Phone Lab, the new patented method of teaching foreign languages by telephone, created by Michel Laloux.
You're a great imposter, I'll tell you that. And sharing in the $500 prize for the stump is number 3. Number 3, sir, what is your real name and what do you do?
My name is Gregory Abbott, and I'm a travel agent and part owner of Travel Master Tours in Larchmont, New York.
Ah, good. Mr. Avery, one question that was asked that, and perhaps I misunderstood the question. I thought what they were going for was, do the actors memorize the lines, or do they read them off of cue cards or off of a cueing device of some kind?
It depends on who directs the show and how strict the discipline in the studio is about using the teleprompter.
Uh-huh.
There's usually a teleprompter available and signals for needing it in a hurry.
I must say that on the times that I've looked in, I have marveled at the fact that I have never caught anybody looking at anything, and I usually know about that kind of thing. Thank you, Ira Avery. You've given a great deal of pleasure to millions of people. Thank you, gentlemen. And
In addition to the cash awards, our first team of challengers will receive Sarah Coventry's sparkling set combining jet black with rhinestones for the opera That Special Night on the Town, operetta by Sarah Coventry. Our second team will receive the Samsonite Classic 3 Attaché with the exclusive safety latch to eliminate accidental spilling. The Classic 3 Attaché from Samsonite.
I have never ceased to marvel over the years at the inventiveness of the authors of soap operas, the amount of plot that they have to come up with. I remember back in the radio days, an entire soap opera that was written about a woman who was trying to persuade her husband to add a second bathroom to their home. It was called Wife's Other John. And it was a very popular program. It went for weeks and...
This is Bill Wendell speaking forward to Tell the Truth, a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production.
My name is Donald O'Connor, and I've got a secret.
I've Got a Secret, brought to you tonight by Bristol Myers, makers of Muflin, the modern drug that brings relief from headache pain, protects against stomach discomfort. Bristol Myers brings you America's #1 panel show, I've Got a Secret, starring Gary Moore.
Thanks ever so much. Good evening. Welcome to yet another edition of I've Got a Secret. Ours is rather a crowded little show this evening with much to talk about, so I suggest that we get right down to business and meet our panel. First, sitting in again for vacationing Bill Cullen is a great favorite of ours, Mr. Johnny Carson. Johnny, nice to have you back.
Thank you, Gary.
And next, Betsy Palmer, and Henry Morgan, and Miss Bess Myerson. That's us. You didn't waste enough of that time, do you? I didn't know that. Oh, apparently all ready to play the game? Yes. Oh, righty, then let's have our first contestant. Will you come in? Now, let's first of all find out who these gentlemen are and where they hail from, and we'll start with you, sir, please.
I'm Wayne Coons from Lyons, Kansas.
This is Wayne Coons of Lyons, Kansas. And your name, sir?
George Cox from Eustis, Florida.
Fine. Now we know it's Mr. Coons on my right, Mr. Cox on my left. Now, gentlemen, if you'll whisper your secret to me, we'll show it at the same time to our audience at home. Now, to help you classify the secret, the clue concerns something these gentlemen did, and Bess, dear, we'll start with you.
All right. I'll start with Wayne. Wayne, this thing that you did, was there any other person mentioned in this secret besides George and yourself?
Not directly, no.
As the secret, Wayne, as the secret was flashed on the screen, there was the name of another person.
I see.
So we have to give you a yes there.
Anybody here tonight?
No.
No. You did this together?
Yes.
In the same place, at the same time?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Does it have anything to do with the service, any branch of the service?
Well,
yes, it does.
Yes, it does?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Specifically the Air Corps? Air Force?
No.
$20 down, $60 to go. They do look like flyers. I think so, don't they? And so we go to Johnny Carson.
But the Air Force is out.
Yes, sir.
What does it have to do with the Navy?
No.
The Army.
No.
You're making enemies faster than you know.
Sure are.
How about the Brownie Scouts? Well, I assume it's the Marines. Are you gentlemen both Marines?
Yes, we are.
Does this have something to do with a recent shot into space?
Yes, it does.
Aha.
Good.
Were you two fellas involved in any way with the actual participation of this flight?
Yeah, I think we did. Well, not the actual flight itself, no.
Were you on the scene?
Pardon?
Were you on the scene, either at takeoff or landing?
Were you on the scene at either takeoff or landing?
Yes.
I think we'd have to say yes to that. $40 down, 40 to go. We go, please, to
but that
Betsy.
was two questions that you said yes to. I mean, he said, were you either present at the takeoff or the landing? And the gentleman said yes. And I don't know whether it's one or the other, and I have to find. Well, I do think it probably was out in the ocean where you picked up the gentleman.
Right.
Is that it? You were the.
You've got it.
Picked up the gentleman.
These two gentlemen, Lieutenant Wayne Coons and Lieutenant George Fox, are the Marine helicopter pilots who last Friday picked up the Mercury capsule and its most precious cargo, astronaut Alan Shepard. And gentlemen, I can only truthfully say that we're very honored to have you with us this evening. From the countdown to the very moment when you picked up Commander Shepard, I think were the longest, the tensest, the most exciting minutes that I have ever spent in my life. And I want to congratulate you for successfully carrying out what must have been a very nerve-wracking and difficult mission indeed. And Lieutenant Coons, we all know that the astronauts, they're the fellows on the other team, aren't they? Anyhow, the astronauts trained for 2 years for what happened last Friday. How much training did you have?
We've worked on the project for 2 years. Actually, I'd say the training was about a year prior to this shot.
So actually, as soon as they started Project Mercury, the idea of how to launch a man, they also started the project of how to successfully retrieve him.
That's right, yes.
Well, Lieutenant Coons actually is project officer. He has worked on techniques of development and procedures for spacecraft recovery by helicopter. And he told me earlier tonight that when this project was first started, the recovery of a space capsule by a helicopter from the open ocean was considered by some to be an utterly impossible task. So you really had to develop a whole new technique with helicopters for this new mission, didn't you?
Yes, we did a lot of work with special equipment, and we've done a lot of special training with pilots and worked this thing out so that it can be done.
They literally took part in hundreds of practice missions, and last Friday was his fifth actual pickup of the capsule, was it? And Lieutenant Cox was your third, is that right?
Yes, that's right.
And I understand that Commander Shepard was the second space traveler that you have picked up, correct?
Yes, he was. I picked up Ham, the space monkey, before.
Oh, you did? Now, you were also the first person actually to see Commander Shepard after his return from space, were you not?
Yes, I was. I was in the belly of the aircraft, operated the hoist. It took him from the capsule up to the cabin of the helicopter.
Well, I'm sure everyone wonders how he reacted at that moment.
Well, he looked like the same Commander Shepard I'd known before and worked with, except a little happier than before.
I imagine, yes,
Terry, I would like to ask Lieutenant Coons, where either one, did you do, as the helicopter commander, did you do your own finding of the capsule, or did some other equipment or service used in the actual placement of where it landed?
In this particular case, we were waiting right where he landed. Usually, we find that we have to be taken to the impact site by radar-equipped aircraft. They steer us out and then steer us back to the ship.
Mm-hmm. Well, were you ever in radio contact with the capsule while it was in space?
Yes, we could hear Commander Shepard's transmissions from about the time he reached 85,000 feet. That's when he came within range of our receiver.
Mm-hmm.
And then we actually were talking with him after he had struck the water and was waiting to be picked up.
Well, now, how long did it take you to actually reach the capsule from the time it hit the water?
Well, we were right on the spot. We were waiting for it to hit. We were circling the parachute as it came down. And within 2 minutes of the time it hit the water, we had the commander out of his capsule and in our aircraft.
Within 2 minutes. Yes, John, you got a question.
What was the first thing that he said? I don't know whether the papers printed that.
Well, you were the first one to see him, and what did he say?
Well, when he first got in there, he shook hands with me and gave me a big grin, and we went about picking up the capsule. And
Could he?
I pointed him toward his seat to sit down, strapped in for the ride back to the carrier, and he looked outside and said, "What a beautiful day."
That's the understatement of the year, isn't it?
Well, you weren't allowed to question him, were you, or speak to him? Didn't the doctors want you to?
We were instructed not to direct our conversation to him, but if he spoke to us, we could answer him and talk to him if he started it.
And weren't you asked also to try to remember very clearly what his reaction was and how he seemed to be, in case anybody want to ask you, any of the medical authorities later on?
Yes, we were little spies, so to speak. Yeah. We were watching him.
Well, as everyone who watched television that day, and I suppose was everybody in the country, knows, the news film camera broke down and the official film of the helicopter picking up the capsule was unfortunately ruined. Tonight, though, we do have that historic moment on film thanks to Lieutenant Cox, who loaned his own 8mm camera to the co-pilot of one of the other helicopters. And he photographed the pickup. And with it, that is with Lieutenant Cox's permission, we're showing it tonight for the first time. Now, the film is not the best quality. It's 8mm transferred to a larger millimeter, and it's larger millimeter. It's a little jerky, but it is the real thing. So will you roll the film, Frank, and panel you can watch on the monitor.
Right here, we have just hooked on to the capsule and started pulling it up to steady it upright in the water. We told Commander Shepard we were ready for him to come out and recover him, and he asked us to raise the capsule a little bit higher. Right here, the side hatch on the capsule was blown off. Commander Shepard pushed it out, started disconnecting and turning off things inside the capsule. And just a moment, he in the hoist.
Looks like a nice smooth sea.
It was fairly calm that day.
No.
There, Commander Shepard is now in the sling coming up to the belly of the helicopter. He's just about to the doorway now. He was giving me a big grin all the way up and a thumbs up.
That's it. Well, there you go. Well, gentlemen, I cannot thank you enough for being here tonight and sharing this truly momentous experience with us. We're proud of you and certainly everyone else who contributed to getting our first man into space. It's been a great joy. Lieutenant Coons? Boy, what a piece of 8mm film to have for your little old home collection, huh? Something I just happened to take one day when they were shooting the first man into space for America. Well, let's get down to business for a moment. You know, you could always tell when an old-time American Indian had a headache because he would take deer horns and he'd put them on top of his head hoping that they somehow would relieve the pain. But today, of course, you don't have to go deer hunting if you want headache relief. All you have to do is simply take Bufferin. You see, Bufferin is designed for the kind of headache that is most frequent today, which is the tension headache. That's the headache you feel on those bad days when everything seems to go wrong. And along with your headache, tension can cause tight nerves and an upset stomach, too. Well, Bufferin not only relieves the headache, it also helps relax the tight nerves and the upset stomach. That's the kind of relief today's tension headache needs, and that's just what Bufferin delivers. Now, here's another important thing that you want to remember, too. You know, doctors know all about headache remedies, naturally, and they recommend Bufferin by name more often than any other leading brand of pain reliever. So next time stress and strain cause headache pain, take my advice and take Bufferin. It seems an odd point in the program panel to ask you to leave the premises, but it's highly necessary, I'm afraid. You'll find the soundproof room waiting for you. We'll call you back as swiftly as possible. Well, and as they make their way, it is time for us to meet our special guest for tonight, one of Hollywood's most versatile performers, actor, singer, dancer, and star of the new movie, The Wonders of Aladdin. Here is Donald O'Connor. Nice to see you. My goodness, you have been working hard since you arrived in New York, haven't you?
Yeah, I've been in a little room, little studio, I should say, every day looking at myself on the screen and dubbing this picture The Wonders of Aladdin.
And what you do is you dub your voice into a motion picture. That's always sounded like a hard job to me, matching the dialogue to your own lip movements on the screen.
Well, it's easy if you have the script in front of you, but it's if I had to match the dialogue from memory, it'd be pretty difficult.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if anybody at all, can remember the things they say a few minutes after they've said them. For example, now take our panel. Each of them is going to be back here asking you a series of questions when they come back, right?
Right.
All right. Do you think that once the game is over, they will be able to remember the questions they asked you?
Well, it'd be a pretty dirty trick to ask them to try.
Well, that's the kind of show this is. Let's do it, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Your secret then will be that you're going to test the panel to see if they can remember the questions they asked during the game. I've always wanted to find out if they pay any attention to what they're saying while they're out here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, how are we going to test them?
Well, quite simple. We make a videotape of the game. Now, when they have completed their questioning and the game is over, we'll play back the tape, but without sound. All they have to do is watch themselves on a monitor and repeat exactly what they said 2 or 3 minutes earlier. Okay?
All right, but in that case, we better speak very, very clearly.
Both of us, yes, because we'll have to repeat what we said, too.
That's right.
So let's get the panel back, by the way, will you? Get the panel back. How long have you been back in the country?
I've been back now for about 6 weeks. We filmed over in Italy and in Tunisia.
Tunisia?
Is the panel coming back, or is the bar out there? Where are
No, the panel is coming back. Panel, you all know Donald O'Connor.
Hello.
Now, if you're all set to go, I'll tell you the clue to Donald O'Connor's secret concerns something that's going to happen.
There's a receiver backstage that we can see.
Well, that doesn't make any difference because there's no secret going to be flashed on there.
Oh.
Let me just warn you that something's going to happen. Let me warn you to try to remember every question that you ask and also any side comments you might make. And above all, you must enunciate clearly, slowly, and distinctly. Speak at no faster a pace than that. And with those instructions, we will now start with Miss Betsy Palmer.
Thank you, Noel.
Mr. O'Connor, is this something that is going to happen this evening?
Yes, ma'am.
Are we going to be involved in it?
Definitely.
$20 down and $60 to go. Monsieur Henry Morgan.
This thing, which is about to happen, will it be of interest?
Would you repeat that?
No.
$40 down, $40 to go. We must, however, give him an answer. I would say that it is of interest.
Yes.
Miss Mass Meyer.
Son. Don knows. Is what we are saying being translated into perhaps another language?
No, honey.
Okay, baby. Slowly. Okay, baby. No. Is there... what? Is this being recorded?
Yes.
$60 down and $20 to go. And we go to Mr. John Carson.
I wouldn't say a word about it.
Donald, have you been drinking?
Where else am I going?
You are the one that left the room, dear.
This is being recorded. True.
Yes.
Are we going to hear it back?
Yes.
Slight technicality. I advised you to say yes. Actually, they're not going to hear it back.
I beg your
You're
pardon.
going to see it back. You see, we worked out a little memory test for you. But only to scare you. This shouldn't be difficult. All you have to do is recall all the questions you asked and whatever you said in the way of by comment during the past few minutes. Now, do you think you can remember everything you said and asked?
I think
Well, we're
so.
going to make it easy for you because we made a videotape of the game. And we'll play it back for you without sound. You can then watch yourselves, and all you have to do is match your own lip movements on the screen by repeating live exactly what you said a few moments ago. And we can all watch ourselves on the large monitor screen. As soon as you see yourself talking on the screen, start repeating your questions and anything else you said. Your microphones will be open, and so will ours. Now, Frank, roll the tape, please. This tape should start at the point where I gave you the clue to Donald's secret. And I'll try to recall what I said. If you're all set to go, I'll tell you the clue. No, if you're all set to go, I'll give you the clue to Donald O'Connor's secret. Concerns something that's going to happen, but let me warn you to try to remember every question you ask and any side comments you might make. But you must enunciate.
Yes.
Speak clearly. And slowly, at just that speed. And we'll start with Betsy Palmer.
Oh, you look pretty.
Mr. O'Connor, is this something that's going to happen? Is this this evening?
Yes.
Are we going to...
That's $20 down, $60 to go. We go, please, to Henry Morgan.
Mr. O'Connor,
This thing.
is this... Get your head out of the way. Is this... I'm looking over here. Is this a bee of interest?
Would you mind repeating that?
No.
$40 down and $40 to go. No. We had to give him an answer. The answer is yes. And now we go to Bess Meyer, son.
Is this,
Get with it, kid.
I don't know what she's saying.
That's you.
Going to be, what? No, I need a haircut. In another language? No? Yes? Well, oh, that's you. Those new teeth. Is this being, I keep repeating myself, recorded?
Yes.
I don't think that's what I asked.
We now have $60 down and $20 to go. And we go to Mr. John Carson.
Don.
I haven't said it yet.
Have you been drinking?
Dear John, you're the one that left the room.
I don't know what I'm talking about. Why does that nut?
The tape is over, and here we are back live. It's tougher than you think, isn't it? Even though I warned you to remember what you were saying, and I did a worse job than any of you. Donald, I think through the practice that you've had here in the last few days dubbing your own film, you're the undisputed champ this evening. Thanks ever so much.
Thank you, Gary. Nice seeing you.
How often have you wondered, does she or doesn't she, when you've admired some gal's beautiful hair?
Such fun to be young. Fun to be grown up, too, especially if you know how to stay young gracefully. Her family adores her sunny appearance. The lively tone of her hair. Does she or doesn't she? Miss Clairol hair color looks so natural, only her hairdresser knows for sure. Yet just a few months ago, she made an important discovery while shopping for a new dress. Somehow, all the colors looked wrong. And suddenly she realized that her hair, which had always been her pride and glory, looked faded, dull. Yes, old. Now she uses Miss Clairol, and her hair color is young again. Fresh, sparkling, prettier than ever. Her hair in beautiful condition. And Miss Clairol really covers gray. So why grow old gracefully when you can stay young gracefully? Try Miss Clairol. You'll love it.
And now we come to a sad but auspicious moment. You know, 2 weeks ago we gave Henry Morgan a horse in order to find out how good a horse trader he would be, and over 100,000 postcards were received. And Henry finally made his decision in favor of progress. He decided to take one of the many automobiles that were offered him. Henry based his decision on the description of the cars on the postcards. So now if the curtains will open, Henry will show you the car you picked. Henry, this is Mr. Dan Schroeder.
Hello.
And this is Mr. Randall Clark. They are the co-owners of this automobile. It's a 1925 Model T Ford. Beautiful. Now, they've delivered their part of the bargain. Let's let them see what they're going to get in return. Mr. Clark, want to move a little closer to me? Raise the curtains and bring on Henry's horse. In exchange for a 1925 Model T, you have won a 1949 Model horse. Now, who do you think got the best of the bargain?
I think that horse is awful old.
Well, it's a brand new car.
You know, either. Listen, none of us is too new.
Henry, I've been asked by these gentlemen to show you some of the special features of this automobile. You will notice the tires, excellent condition.
Right there.
That is, there's one brand new tire, then there's one new used one. As for the other two, you may have to replace them, but there are 3 spares. What's the condition of the spares, Mr. Schroeder?
They'll go a lot further than that horse.
You're the one that made the offer.
But Henry, take a look at the wheels. You're made of genuine wood. You have no rusting problem.
Go feel the horse.
But I'll tell you what you want to do. Let's leave the horse off, because I want you to get this thing started.
Right.
All right, now if you'll get in and handle the controls, you give Henry instructions on crank. Yep.
It runs, doesn't it?
Oh, yes.
In that position.
Notice, Henry.
Always hold your hand in that position.
There goes a broken arm right away.
Or your jaw. Don't
This
get
is
your
the end of the whole thing.
Yeah?
Is it true that Henry has to take over the payments?
I hope
Now, you're not kidding now.
He's not kidding, no.
For the brake.
Yeah, you do what?
All right, did you see that?
Yeah, how many does it take?
About 3.
About 3. Oh, you open your hand flat.
Don't. This way, Henry. Your thumb down there. Your thumb on.
Well, I'm not very strong.
That's it.
Henry, how's your heart?
Yeah? Want to do another one?
Let's get the whole body into it.
About 3.
So friends from next week at the same time. Be very kind to each other. We do it.
Yes, fine. Come on, Henry.
With Myerson's gown by Cameo. Bristol Myers also brings you Candid Camera. Consult your local listing for time and day. Secret has been brought to you by Bristol Myers, makers of Buckland for relief from head pain, and by Miss Clairol, hair color so natural only your hairdresser knows for sure. This is John Cannon speaking.
Do you know how much money has been won on Supermarket Sweep? There goes $5,000. There goes another $5,000. Look, these women won over $10,000. Team after team, it's been win, win, win. How much has been won? Over $500,000 on Supermarket Sweep. Now, are you ready to go shopping? Who's got the Planters peanuts? Okay, you're on. Who's got the Palmolive? Okay, you're on. Who's got the Ziploc sandwich bag? Okay, and you're on. We're ready to play Supermarket Sweep. And here is our host, David Ruprecht.
Oh, hi there. Howdy, thank you. Hi, guys. And hello to you, and welcome to Supermarket Sweep. Have I got a surprise for you? One of these three teams may be going home with $5,000. Yes. And to help them do that, we're going to give each team a free minute and a half to use on their big sweep. There it is. And on top of all that, I'm going to give somebody a quick chance to pick up 10 seconds and a cash bonus. So, whoever wants to play first, step on forward and buzz in as soon as you think you know what I'm talking about. Here we go. If you love peanuts, then just take a whiff of... Carrie.
Jif peanut butter.
Now, the creamy one by the name of Jif. Good for you, Carrie. So that's 10 seconds we're going to add on to your sweep time later on. Now, Denise, it's up to you to try and get the $50 in the mini sweep. Just go out and get the specially marked package of Jif. Get it back to me in 30 seconds. If you can get it back in 20 seconds or less, I'll double the money and give you $100. All
right.
So the faster you shop, the more money you make, Denise. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Go! Go!
Go, go, go!
She goes. Good for you. You got it back in 30 seconds or less, so that's $50 we're going to add on to your sweep total later in the show. Congratulations, Denise. All right, let's find out who else we have playing. Hi, Dana.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good.
How do you know Ellie?
Ellie's my sister-in-law. I'm married to her brother.
Oh, I see. And what are you up to these days, Ellie?
I'm a wife, mother of 3, and a part-time medical secretary.
Ooh, busy.
Yes, very busy.
Dana, how about you?
I'm a mother of a 1-year-old daughter, and I also am a part-time secretary for a calf ranch.
A who?
A calf, baby cow ranch.
Oh, I thought it was maybe an exercise.
No.
Specialized in legs. Okay. Joyce, how do you know Gwen?
Gwen is my baby sister.
Uh-huh. Gwen, how many, are there more at home, or?
Yes.
How
it's
many?
4 boys and 5 girls. It's 9 of us, and I am the baby.
Wow.
Yes.
My dad was the baby of 9. What did your dad do?
He's a truck driver.
But he did get off the road, obviously enough to have 9 children. Good for him. Joyce, what are you doing these days?
I'm a workers' comp collection manager.
Great. Are you guys ready to play the... Oh, wait, just a second. Denise.
Yes.
How do you know Carrie?
Carrie and I have known each other for about 3 years. We met each other in high school.
And what are you doing now, Carrie?
Right now, I'm currently attending Mount San Antonio College.
Studying?
General ed right now, I'm not
Right.
sure.
Sure. And Denise, how about you?
I'm also attending Mount San Antonio College. Probably going to go into nursing.
Oh, okay. Well, are you guys ready to go into the game?
Yeah.
All right. Then we're going to give the first players a chance to earn some extra seconds, which means that Joyce, Dana, and Denise, we will see you all in just a little bit. Okay, now for you three, take a look at this. These are a series of blank spaces that represent the number of letters of a product. What I'm going to do is give you a clue as to what that product is and then reveal the word one letter at a time, starting with the last letter. Okay, here's the first one, and there are 10 letters in the word. The clue is morning partners. E, R, B, I, F. Carrie.
Fruit and fiber.
That's it. That's it. Good for you. Another 10 seconds. All right, look at the next one here, and there are 8 letters in the name. The clue is good dog. E, N. O. Gwyn.
Milk bone.
Let's see. That's it. Get you on the board, Gwyn. Good for you. Okay, take a look at this next one. 9 letters in this name. The clue is don't spank 'em. S. T. O. T. R. Ellie.
Tater tots.
Let's find out. All right, good for you, Ellie. And that gets you on the board, and you're tied with Gwyn for second place. Here's the last one in this game, and there are 6 letters in this word. The clue is tasty cubes. O. R. E. E. Gwyn.
Cheerio.
Let's see. No. T. Ellie.
Sterile.
Let's see. That's it. Gwyn, that was one of those where you kind of wanted to pull the word out after it went out of your mouth. Let's see what we have. Well, look, very close game. Gwyn has 1 minute and 40. Ellie and Carrie, you're both 10 seconds ahead with 1 minute and 50. We're going to give your partners a chance to play right after this. Okay, let's say hello again to Denise, Dana, and Joyce. Welcome back. Very close game. Your partner's got you off to a great start. Now remember, the more time you can earn here, the more time you get to spend out in the market trying to win the sweep and your chance at going for the $5,000. Okay, let's see how good you are at pricing items. Look at our pizza pals over here. We have a 10-ounce container of Pillsbury all-ready pizza crust, a 15-ounce bottle of Contadina Pizza Squeeze pizza sauce, and an 8-ounce bag of Sargento fancy shredded mozzarella cheese. Now, which one of these 3 do you think sells for over $2? Over $2. Number 1, number 2, or number 3. Lock in your answer, and if you're right, you get 10 extra seconds added onto your sweep time. All 3 of you nail it, I'll give you each an additional 20 seconds. All right, Denise, which one did you think sells for over $2?
I picked number 2, the Contadina pizza sauce.
You think it's the pizza sauce. Dana?
And I chose number 3, the mozzarella cheese.
You think it's the mozzarella cheese. Joyce, how about you?
I also chose number 3, the mozzarella cheese.
Okay, so you went for the cheese, and Denise was the only one to go for the sauce. Well, let's see who gets the time up here. The product up here that sells for over $2 is... It is the mozzarella cheese. It sells for $2.69. So Dana gets 10 seconds, and Joyce gets 10 seconds. Boy, look at this. It's very close. It's still a 2-way tie for second place. Let's break that with our next game. Take a look at this list. We have Noxzema, Dannon, TV Guide, Heinz Ketchup, Gulden's, and Pert Plus. Now, I'm going to make a comment normally associated with one of these products, okay? Get your hands on your buzzers. Here we go. You know, I want to see it, but I don't know when. Joyce.
TV Guide.
I don't know when it's on. Good for you. Here's the next one. Boy, I'd love some, but I just can't spend my... Denise.
Dannon yogurt.
Let's see. Nope. Joyce.
Golden's.
Let's see. No. I'd love some, but, you know, I just can't spend my whole lunch hour waiting for it to come out of the bottle. Dana.
Heinz Ketchup.
Well, let's check it out. Yes, good for you, Dana. Your patience paid off. Yep. Okay, here's the last one. You know, I like the waves, but it... Joyce.
Pert Plus.
Let's find out. Yes, that's it. It could use more bounce. Still a very close game. Denise, you have 1 minute 50. Dana and Joyce, you each have 2 minutes and 10 seconds. Let's get your partners up here for the round robin game. Okay, here is the chance you can really add on to your sweep time because the round robin has a total of 6 questions, and that gives you the chance to earn up to 60 seconds. And partners, you stand by. You're going to be up next. Okay, what I'm going to do is give you 5 clues about a product, and I need you to tell me what that product is. Here we go. Here's the first one. Refreshing. Lather. Ooh, Denise.
Zest.
No. Protective armor. Joyce.
Coast.
No. Deodorant soap. Sword and... Dana.
Shield.
Yes, good for you. James moves you into the lead. Morning. Superhero. Gotham City. Ellie.
Batman cereal?
Batman it is. Okay, James. And the next one. Ringing. Ding-a-ling. Crunchy. Potato chip. Denise.
Bell potato chips.
That's it. Saved by the bell. James. Okay, here's the next one. Horrible. Blue canister. Girl in the rain. Ellie.
Morton salt?
That's it. Okay, James. First name. Starchy. Joyce.
Fresh start?
Nope. Aunt's husband. Converted. Dana.
Uncle Ben's rice.
That's it. Okay, James. And here's the last one in the round robin game. Slow moving. Hard shelled. Green. Gwyn.
Turtle wax?
Yes, good for you. That was a good round. All right, so we have Denise and Carrie with 2 minutes and the $50 you picked up in the mini sweep. Joyce and Gwyn, you're in second place with 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Dana and Ellie, you're in the lead with 2 minutes and 50 seconds. Who's going to run the big sweep? Joyce, Ellie, and Denise. So don't go away. When we come back, you're going to see Joyce, Ellie, and Denise running like wild through our aisles at the chance for $5,000 here on Supermarket Sweep. Okay, welcome back. It is now time for our big sweep. All right, team number one, Dana and Ellie, you have 2 minutes and 50 seconds, so you start first. Joyce and Gwyn, you have 2 minutes and 20 seconds. All right. And Carrie and Denise, you have 2 minutes. Now, just look around. The entire supermarket is all yours. You take whatever you want and throw it in your cart. Now, listen very carefully, because I'm about to give you the Supermarket Sweep shopping list. As I'm sure you know by now, if you bring back all 3 of these items, you'll pick up an additional $250. They are, listen carefully, Newman's Own spaghetti sauce, Kingsford charcoal lighter, and Abba Zaba taffy. Now, during the sweep, you're also going to hear my voice come out over the loudspeaker. Pay very close attention, because right then I'm going to announce the manager's special. You can see the display at the front of the store that's loaded with all different kinds of products. Well, 3 have red stars on them. That's the manager's special. That is the product to find. Now, we only allow 1 of those to a customer, but when you find one, it's going to be worth $200. Now, as always, the team whose runner sweeps up the most money in merchandise and bonus prizes at the bell wins the game, and they get the chance to go for the $5,000 in cash. Okay, runners, get ready. The clock is set at 2 minutes and 50 seconds. That's when Ellie will take off. On your mark, get set, go, Ellie!
And there goes Ellie. Well, when you're team 1, you're ready to shop. But when you're team 3, all you can do is talk about it. When Ellie did her talking, she must have decided to get the Paul Newman spaghetti sauce. That's smart. It's on today's shopping list. And she knows that when she heads down this aisle and makes a right turn, she can start piling in our $15 blocks of cheese. Would she go for her limit of 5? You bet. What's next on Ellie's mind? Of course, $19 salami.
On and go, Joyce!
And here comes Joyce of Team 2. Hey, what does she see up ahead? Oh, a traffic jam. But she finds her way around it and starts grabbing big containers of liquid Tide. And she has to take them into the deli section because that's where she pushed her cart. Now she figures she'll toss in a few big salamis and a few blocks of cheese.
On and go!
Finally, here comes Denise of Team 3. Well, we saw her and her partner Carrie going over their shopping strategy, so let's see it put into action. When you start grabbing our gold-wrapped hams that sell for up to $30 a piece, that's a good start. Back to Ellie, busy filling her cart with packages of Pampers. But I have a question for you. Do you think beer and coffee go together? Joyce thinks so. That's a bonus bottle of Miller beer tucked under her left arm. And with her free right hand, she starts to grind a bag of Millstone coffee. I like the way she keeps clutching that bonus. Back to Denise. First we saw her grabbing hams. Now she wants our giant turkeys. But right now, the audience is applauding the shopper who won't let go. Joyce, still clutching that giant bonus. She manages to wrap up her $100 bag of coffee. While Ellie is grabbing Presto Antifreeze, we have another shopper who has fresh ground coffee on her mind. Denise of Team 3. Sure, we pay you $100 for this coffee, but the catch is you have to spend the time to grind it. Here comes another gamble. Will anyone go for it? We'll find out.
Attention, shoppers. The manager special for today is pet evaporated milk.
Right now, all Denise wants to do is wrap up her bag of coffee and get it into her cart. And all Joyce wants to do is keep shopping. But Ellie says, I'm going to take that gamble and try to find the manager special. Remember, she's looking for one of our Red Star cans of pet evaporated milk. It's $200 extra if she can find it. Ah, she found one. The gamble paid off. But Joyce's shopping strategy is keep shopping. And when you're grabbing packages of Pampers worth over $21 apiece and then ship 2 expensive cans of baby formula, that's also smart shopping. And how will Denise make her last few seconds count? Well, you can't go wrong in our deli section. Look at Ellie. She's the only shopper who found the manager special, and she had to spend time doing it. Was it worth it? We'll find out.
Okay, that's it, everybody. Come on back. Thank you, Johnny Gilbert. Okay, the checkers are standing by. Pretty soon we're going to find out which team has the highest total. They're the people who get to go for the $5,000 in cash that's hidden behind a product out there someplace just waiting for them. So stick around. All right, we're back, and this is a moment of truth because the checkers have entered all of the merchandise into the registers. Now we're going to hit the total buttons and find out who did win the big sweep. Okay, team number 3, Carrie and Denise. You got the coffee, so that's $100. You got the mini sweep, that was $50. So that means so far in your register you have $150. Now, we add all of your groceries to that, and that gives you a grand total today of $576. Congratulations. Woo! Okay, Joyce and Gwen, you got the coffee also. Coffee's a very popular item. That's $100. Let's see how much your bonus is worth. $100 worth of Miller over there. So far in your register, you have $200. Very good. Now, we add all your groceries to that, and that gives you a grand total today of $660, putting team number 2 in the lead. Now, Dana and Ellie, you got the manager special. I can see that red star staring at me, so that means we've got that $200 in your register. Now, when we add all of your groceries to that, if your grand total is higher than $660, you win the game. If not, Joyce and Gwen are going for the $5,000. Let's see. Your grand total with your groceries is $858. Team number 1 wins the game. Thank you all for playing. We have some wonderful party gifts for you. Okay, the sister-in-laws are going for the big money. All right, it's out there waiting for you. You've got a whole minute to find it and 3 clues to help you out. But do remember, you've got to solve the first 2 clues before you can go for the $5,000. As soon as I finish reading this, the 1-minute countdown starts. Before we began, you chose bonus game number 2. So here's your first clue. If you think brushing with baking soda is great, try using a new product from...
Toothpaste. I don't know. Toothpaste. Go down to the grocery. Toothpaste. New product called toothpaste. Okay. Here it is. Here it is. Okay. Colgate baking soda. Okay.
It's just not right to serve your tabby strudel, but you can feed her the whole something tabby cat food.
Strudel. Noodle. It's not tabby. Strudel. Tabby.
It's just not right to serve your tabby strudel, but you can feed her the whole
chicken noodle.
Here it is. Here it is.
Oh, come on.
Kitten Boodle. This snack's first name could be used to bet on poker, and its second name means the very best class of hotel. This snack. Let's get at a snack. This snack's first name could be used to be on poker. Auntie.
Oh, let me see that.
Tried.
Well, you got the second one, and that was, let's see if I can help you out. This snack's first name could be used to bet on poker, chips, and its second name means the very best class of hotel. Chips? No. I have the answer right here. Chips Deluxe. Deluxe Hotel, Chips Deluxe cookies. But you got two, that's $400.
Yeah.
That, with everything you got in your sweep, gives you a grand total today of $1,258. Congratulations. And this is David Ruprecht saying goodbye for Supermarket Sweep. Now remember, the next time you're at a checkout counter and you hear the beep, just think of the fun you could have on Supermarket Sweep.
Promotional consideration provided by Tater Twister Electric Curly Cutter. Turns vegetables into curls or spirals. Put in a potato, fun shapes twist out. Make curly fries and more. Tater Twister from Presto. Spencer's, a name recognized for quality, durability, and style in infants and children's wear by value-conscious parents for over 65 years. Spencer's. This is Johnny Gilbert speaking for Supermarket Sweep. Supermarket Sweep has been an Al Howard production.
It's Password. It's Super Password. Our special guest this week, from Gimme a Break, Lori Hendler, and Orson Bean, and the star of Super Password, Bert Lundy.
Hey! Oh, hi, guys. Hello there. Hi, thank you. Come on, Lori, sit down. Mr. Bean. I thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you so much, and thank you for that nice welcome here. It's nice to have you all with us, and nice to have you both back again.
Thank you. It's good to be back.
Two very good players. Have you ever played against each other before?
No.
This is going to be very interesting because you're both very, very good at this.
Yeah, we've never met before today.
Is that right? Well, you have to be careful of her. Don't let her age or her looks belie what's under there is a very old, wizened, brilliant person. I don't know how she knows what she knows, but she does. Well, that's a compliment. I mean, you are wise beyond your years. I've said that to you many times. I don't know how she knows all this stuff.
We know how you know. A sachem in a former life. Maybe.
That's probably it. We know how you know because
I am old.
Because you're old. So tell me what's new. Tell me interesting things. Had your baby yet?
No, I haven't had the baby yet.
Okay.
Mercy, yes. Don't even show.
On the show.
No, just on the show. No, but Jonathan is coming back. We're filming the second show he's back in a couple of weeks he'll be back on the air. So that's real nice. That's my husband.
Yes,
so.
yes. That's good.
I'm glad he's back.
Okay, me too. I'm glad if you're glad. And Mr. Bean, sir, you have something we should be talking about.
I expect to be back in New York doing a play next month. I haven't signed the paper yet, but everyone says it's absolutely, don't worry. Yes. So in case you don't see me there, it's kind of half a plug.
That goes right along with it's in the mail.
Absolutely. It's called Dead Wrong, and it's a thriller, and it's wonderful.
Really?
It's like Gaslight. Remember the old play
You bet.
Gaslight?
How exciting.
It's so good that it's going to be being done 30 years from now by the Methodist Church Little Theater Group.
Right. It's going to be that good and consistent. Well, I hope so. I'll come and see you.
Good.
I'd love to see it. All right, here we go. We are in the middle of a game. Let's bring in Gary and Karen, who are playing it. Shall we? Hi, Gary. Hello, Karen.
Hi.
As I said, we are in the middle of a game, but if you don't mind, Gary, we'll start with the distaff side. Karen, once again, introduce yourself to our audience.
All right. My name is Karen Monahan. I'm originally from Connecticut. I've been out here for about 7 years. I sell tickets at various theaters throughout the city, and I have a cat named Pandora, and in my spare time, I like to write lyrics.
That's so much I don't think I can remember it.
You sell tickets at various places.
I'm hired per show, you see.
What kinds
Whatever
of show?
Stage shows, concerts.
Oh, really? Yeah. How interesting. Well, let us know. Maybe we can pick up a couple of tickets, you know what I mean? Here is our current champion, Gary, current champion, who at this moment has $12,200. Not so bad. Hello, Gary.
Hello, Bert.
Once again, sir. Here you are. Tell us about yourself again.
Once again, I'm glad to be here. My name is Gary Dagg. I live in Los Angeles, but was originally from the Midwest, Grove City, Ohio. I'm sure you've heard of it.
Oh, absolutely.
and migrated this way about 6 years ago. Met my wife, Jackie, and have a little boy named Josh, about 3.5 months old. I'm real proud of that.
You should be. Okay, if you're ready to go, gang, this is it. This is the $200 puzzle we're starting with today. The cash word is worth $2,000, and Gary and Karen will be given the clues, correct? You got your monitor? Here comes the first word of the first game of today. There it is. Gary, start us off, please.
Language.
French.
Karen?
Madrid.
Spain.
Spanish, eh? We could have gotten, because you'd have gotten 4 with a word, so put it on the board. On the board, we have Spanish. What could that be, Orson?
That could be an omelet, a fly. I don't know what it could be. What do I know?
Is it an omelet or a fly? You better to rule them out. See, that's good. You never know. Here comes the next word, please. All right, Karen, please.
Duo.
Trio.
Correct. Perfect. Thought I heard something over there. All right, we have Spanish trio. Orson?
Spanish trio. It's Ferdinand and I don't know.
I don't know either. It might not be a Spanish trio. Those are just 2 clues.
But playing in the little at the Burbank Holiday Inn, there's a Spanish trio.
Yes.
I'll take you there later.
Okay. The Guadalajara boys?
Yeah.
Here we go. Next word, please. Well, it was a famous group. Karen?
Journey.
Trip.
Okay. Gary, chance to get in here.
Oceanic.
Voyage.
Oh, it's a wonderful clue. Spanish trio and voyage.
Is it Christopher Columbus?
Is it Christopher Columbus? Ooh, see, that's a great guess, though. Isn't that good?
But not very good.
Not good enough.
Not good
not
enough.
as good as I'm going to guess if I get another chance.
Do you know what it is?
I think I know what it is.
Okay, now you know.
I had one of 2 choices.
One of 2, and
I
that
guessed
yes.
wrong.
Here we go. Next one, please. Gary?
Christopher.
Columbus.
Yes. Spanish trio, voyage, and Columbus.
Is it the Niña, the Pinta, and the Santa Maria?
Is it the Niña, the Pinta, and the Santa Maria? Yes, it is. You didn't need ships. Right. One of the t'other. Okay, that's the $200 puzzle. Gary has $200 and Karen has $100, and it's time for the cash word. That wonderful little sound. And there you are, my dear. You know how this works. I hate it when it does that. 3 chances to communicate that word to Gary, and let's show everybody at home what the cash word is. Okay, Laurie.
Picky.
Fussy.
Clue number 2.
Morris.
Finicky.
Yes! That is great. You son of a gun. That's perfect, darling.
Oh, there you are, sir.
Okay. I've told you, you gotta watch her. Perfect clue. With the score, Gary has $200 and Karen has $100. We will change partners and break away for this commercial message and come right back. Yeah. That's a great clue.
Originally called the Niña, the Pinta, and the Finicky.
Here we go. Okay. We're back. All of us at Super Password welcome a new member of the NBC family, KIEM TV, Channel 3 in Eureka, California. Welcome to you, and thank you for being with us. Nice to have you. Eureka.
Eureka has its own station?
Eureka has its own station, apparently, yes.
Crystal
KIEM.
set television? Or?
I doubt that.
Probably a fine, thriving metropolis.
Send all your nasty cards and letters to Orson Bean, okay? Here, listen, we'll take everyone we can get,
Yes,
you understand? Here is the $300 puzzle, and if you're ready to go, Laurie and Orson, given the clues, here comes the first word. And there it is. Laurie, please.
Precious.
Adorable.
That's it. All right, here we go. You have adorable on the board, Karen. You need this to stick around.
A puppy.
Is it a puppy? No, it's not. Certainly qualifies. Off we go. Next word, please. There it is. Laurie? Orson?
Abner.
Oh, that's great. Well, that was we got a yes and a no on that answer. Okay. Next clue, please.
Flower. Lily.
Oh, fourth and final.
Yellow. Daisy.
Yes. It's a great clue, Abner. Good clue.
But he's too young. You see, old.
You think so? No, he's not.
You do remember the Abner?
All right, on the board we have Adorable and Daisy. And for the game, Gary, what do you think? Okay. Well, I have an idea, but that doesn't mean anything. We know that, don't we? Here comes the next word, please. Okay, Orson.
Walk. Hobble.
Okay, Laurie.
Duck. Waddle.
Yes, that's a bouncer. Too tough to be in one. Adorable, Daisy, and Waddle. Karen?
Is it Donald Duck?
Is it Donald Duck? Yes! Daisy. Forgot about Daisy Duck. Disney and Fowl.
Who's Daisy?
Daisy was his wife.
Daisy's his girl.
It's his wife.
And who were, you claim to know trivia, who were the three nephews?
Huey, Louie, and Dewey.
Yes, Huey, Louie, and Dewey, of course. And
this is a more obscure one. Who were Mickey Mouse's nephews?
Oh, I don't know. Pluto?
Morty and Ferdy. Pluto was the dog. Morty and Ferdy.
I knew that. I didn't know about Murdy and Ferdy, but I knew about Pluto. Okay, with our score, $400 for Karen and $200 for Gary, we'll break away for this message and come right back with the $400 puzzle. Morty and Ferdy?
I was going to go but I thought that wasn't as specifically done.
Oh, my. You really should come down here sometime. We have a pretty good time when you're not with us, you know. Here comes the $400 puzzle. If you're ready to go, Karen and Gary giving the clues. Here comes the first word, and this will decide who goes over and plays for $5,000. So off we go, gang. Gary, you're up.
Durable.
Wary.
Huh?
Just
I'm sorry. Karen?
Craggy.
Worn.
All right, Gary. Good clues.
Macho.
Corduroy?
Okay. No, but you're very close, absolutely.
I couldn't think of what it is. I know what it is, but I have everything but the word.
Well, then you certainly came to the right place to play this game, then.
What was Gary's last clue?
What was
I don't know. What was my last
What was his last clue? What? Macho. Of course, we all lost it.
Good.
Karen?
Durable.
Strong.
Okay, durable is a very good clue for rugged. Durable.
Are we through playing?
We're through playing.
Is it denim?
No, it's rugged. I've already said it. Man won't take yes for an answer.
I told you I had everything but the word.
Rugged, okay.
So when I say, okay, no, the word was rugged, he said, is it denim? Put it on the board and nobody guesses. You were concentrating so hard, you see. Next word, please. Okay, Gary, you're still up, sir.
Gene Wood is laughing at me, and it throws me.
Never mind. Don't pay attention to him. Nobody else does.
Roman.
Italian.
Yeah. Rugged. Rugged Italian for the game, sir.
Rugged Italian.
Yes.
It's Vittorio Gassman. No, not that rugged.
I didn't mean to laugh. Is it Vittorio Gassman? It'd be funny if it went ding, 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 ding. Would have been worth it, wouldn't it? Okay, I definitely know the answer to the puzzle.
So rugged
Probably
Italian?
we all do, don't we?
Of course.
Okay, next word, please.
I knew it from rugged.
Now, I take it back. I have no idea the answer to this puzzle is, Gary.
Zurich.
Switzerland.
Form of the word, sir.
Swiss?
Yes.
I didn't think that was a form of the word. You never know.
That's true, you don't. All right, here we go. Rugged, Italian, and Swiss. For the game.
Is it the Alps?
Is it the Alps? Yes! Give me the mountains.
Thank you. Beautiful.
Congratulations to Gary. And we have to say goodbye. We have to say goodbye to Karen. Karen, you leave us with $400 and our best wishes, and thanks for being with us. Nice to meet you. Let's go play for 5,000, gang. Okay.
Can I use Vittorio Gassman again as another clue? It's
absolutely.
all right.
Sure. Keep giving it as an answer.
Maybe if you
might
used
come
it
up
once. Yeah.
Okay. Gary, this is your third time here, right? So you know how this goes. You're doing very well, by the way. You have $14,800 in case you'd lost track. I'm going to give you 10 more words, 10 more letters, beginning with M and continuing through V. M through V. Every one you get right, I'll give you $100. If you get all 10, I'll give you $5,000. And you know you have 60 seconds. Orson, you know how to do this? Here comes the first word on the board. Take a look at your word. Okay, you have it? All right, Gary, good luck. Ready, and go.
Cheese. Mozzarella.
N.
C. King. Neptune.
Right.
O.
Hydrogen. Oxygen.
P.
Horse. Pony.
Yes.
Q.
Earth.
Tremor.
Quake.
R.
String.
Rope.
Right.
S.
Open.
Shut.
Right.
T.
Grant's. Tomb.
U.
One.
Unit.
Soul. Special.
Unique.
Right.
V.
Haitian. Religion. Spell.
Viennese.
Pin. Doll.
Voodoo.
Yes! That was good clue. But that's how things can happen, communication. You have 3 seconds left. I thought it was going to go for a minute.
You didn't understand when I said Haitian.
I thought it was Hessian.
I was going to say Haiti because I
well,
would have said Haiti.
The audience probably didn't hear you, but Gary thought that Orson said Hessian instead of Haitian.
Yeah. I was in Europe.
Wait a minute. Do the Germans practice voodoo? I'm not sure. You've done it again, Gary. You have $19,800, and we're going to break away and come back with some more super fast word in just a moment. That was great. Very smooth. Yeah, no problem. All right, here we are. Gary, well done once again. And you as well, Orson. Very smooth, right down the line. That's the way to do it. Here comes your next challenger. Jane, please, won't you come on in and sign in? Come in and sign in, please.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Hi, Jane.
Hi, nice to
meet you. Well, okay, are you ready?
I'm real ready.
Yeah, you've been practicing and you're all set to
Yes.
go. Okay, tell us about yourself and we'll do it.
Hi, my name's Jane Wheat. I live in Long Beach with my husband, my 2 little boys, Patrick and Timothy. And at the start of this summer, my husband and I bought a 34-foot motorhome, and we've been traveling around a lot and having a great time.
Okay, well, maybe this will pay for some gas or something. If you're ready to go, here comes a $100 puzzle, and let's do it, shall we? Laurie and Orson given the clues. Here comes the first word for the folks at home. And Laurie, you'll start off.
Bread sticks.
Okay, Orson?
Margarine.
Butter.
Okay, Laurie?
Mayonnaise. Spread.
Yes.
Oh,
on the board, we have spread, Jane. What could that possibly be?
Sandwiches?
Is it sandwiches? And here comes the next word, please. There it is. Laurie?
Epidermis. Skin.
Yes. Perfect.
Remember that in 3rd grade? Your epidermis is showing.
Okay, spread and skin, Jane.
Incision?
Is it incision? No. Yes. Well, you do, actually. When you make an incision, you... Ugh. Next word,
right
please.
along.
Ugh.
You didn't mean need a further
I know, I'm
graphic
sorry. I just felt it was necessary sometimes. Laurie.
Audition. Tryout.
Okay, Orson?
Wallace.
A little late, I think.
Walters. Barbara?
All right, fourth and final clue.
Talking. Interview.
Yes, it's a tough word. All right, we have spread, skin, and interview. Gary.
Spread, skin, interview. Dermatologist.
Is it a dermatologist? Here we go. Next word, please. Orson.
Oh. Playboy.
Magazine.
Laurie.
Rabbit. Bunny?
Yes. Spread, skin, interview, and bunny, Jane. Oh my. One more word, gang, and here it comes. Show the folks what it is. There it is, Laurie.
Newsweek. Magazine?
Yes. Very good clue. Spread, skin, interview, bunny, and magazine, Jane.
Is it layout?
Is it layout? Laurie?
Is it Playboy?
Is it Playboy? Open it. Okay, we'll break away for a message. We'll come right back. See you in a second. We're out of time. Goodbye, everybody. See you tomorrow. Thank you for watching.
This is Gene Wood speaking for Super Password, a Mark Goodson television production.
Thank you very much. Thanks. Thank you, Bill Wendell. Hi, everybody. I started to say that we're very lucky to have our first contestant with us. I should rephrase that and say he's very lucky that he can be here, because he is a daring clown with the Ringling Brothers Barnum Bailey Circus, and not too long ago fell into a cage full of lions. We'll learn more about that as soon as we meet our wild-eyed panel here on To Tell the Truth.
Gene Rayburn. Kitty Carlisle. Bill Cullen. And Peggy Cass.
Okay. We're gonna meet a guy who went through one of those things that we all wake up in the middle of the night and drenched in perspiration, afraid it's gonna happen to us. But this guy, it happened to him. Wait till you find out. Let us meet our daring clown.
Number one, what is your name, please?
My name is Pio Nak.
Number two.
My name is Pio Nak.
Number three.
My name is Pio Nak.
Wouldn't you like to take all three of them home with you? They're happy-looking guys. All right, here is the story of Pio Nak. He says, I, Pio Nak, am a high-wire circus clown. While appearing with Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey Circus, I fell 20 feet into a cage of wild lions. Now, here's what happened. I was doing my act bicycling on the high wire with no net below me. Suddenly, the guy wire snapped and went slack. I teetered for a few seconds, then I plunged into the cage full of lions, which, to add to the excitement, is always below me. One of the lions lunged at me, but the lion trainer reacted quickly, and by throwing sawdust in the face of the aroused beast, quieted him down. I got up and slowly, but slowly, backed out of the cage. As to what was on my mind when I unexpectedly dropped in on all of these lions, Well, I was just hoping they'd already had their dinner. Signed, P.O. Knock. We'll be back to see if we can find out the real one, and glad we are that he's alive to be here, in just a few seconds. We have with us as our guests 3 engaging gentlemen, all claiming to be P.O. Knock, a circus clown who, while bicycling on a high wire, fell into a cage of wild lions. And we'll start the questioning with Wild Bill Cullen.
Mr. Knock, number 2, was this the first time you ever fell off the high wire?
In the lion cage, yeah.
Yeah, I figured that must be so. And number 3, you were injured, were you not, in this fall?
Yes.
Number 1, what were the extent of the injuries as far as you want to discuss
Just, I bruised my back a little bit, and I need a little massage, and I'll be okay for the next show.
But you did the next show, but weren't you hospitalized for a while?
Yes, for a few days.
Number 3, in all the time you've been doing this act, have you ever discussed with the lion trainer in advance? Say, for instance, have you and the lion tamer ever talked like, if I ever fall in that cage, are you ready to do what you're going to do, or...
Not recently, but 10 years ago, yes.
And 10 years, in other words, you've been doing this for 10 years without...
13.
13 without a fall. This was is it the same, number 2, is it the same lion trainer that's been with you, that's been under you all this time when you've been doing your act?
Yes, here in America.
And you would definitely say then, as far as that's concerned, that he saved your life?
Sure.
Number 1, what would have happened if you'd landed on a lion? That's a silly question, number 1. Forget it. Or a lion.
Thank you, Bill. Let's go to Peggy Casper.
Number 2, were you afraid?
Yeah, the first moment when I fell down.
Number 1, were the lions as surprised as you were?
They were very surprised to see me there.
How could you tell they were surprised?
By their look, happily surprised.
I see. Number 3, is it the best? What's the best thing to do when you're caught in the lion's cage and you're not supposed to be there? What's the best way to get out? Not to run, I suppose.
No, just to stand and walk slowly back.
Yes, with your eyes on the lions.
Of course.
Yes. Number 2, who's Grok?
Grok? That's a clown.
Thank you. Number 1, how long have you done clown work?
I would say about 14, 15 years.
Before you did clown work, were you just just work the high wire?
Before that, I used to be in Morocco clowning and juggling and acrobatica.
Number 3, who's the famous Russian clown?
In the present time?
Yes.
Dolosky.
Thank you. Number 2, did this happen in Madison Square Garden, by the way? Your accident?
Yes.
Number 3, who was the lion tamer? What was the name of the lion tamer that you dropped in on?
My friend Wolfgang.
Wolfgang, thank you.
Thank you, Peg. We're going down to Gene Rayburn.
Number 2, I take it you wear makeup. Do you wear makeup when you do your act?
Sure.
Oh, you do?
I'm a clown.
Oh, none of you is wearing makeup today, I take it. Okay. Number 3, how long have you been with Ringling Brothers?
With the Ringling Brothers, 6 years.
And number 1, where is the Ringling Brothers' winter quarters, do you know?
Yes, it's in Venice, Florida.
And have you been with them 6 years, number 1?
No, I've been with them exactly 5 years. This will be my 5th year.
Yes. Number 2, how long have you been with them?
5 years.
And what did you do before? Were you with the European circus before that?
Yes.
Which one?
I was in Germany in Circus Krone.
Number 3, there's an American TV show, the subject of which is circuses, and it's produced in Europe. Do you have any idea the name of it or who's connected with it?
I'm so busy I can't watch television, especially when I'm in Europe.
Number 2, do you...
Thank you, Gene. Kitty Carlisle, last
Number 2,
one.
how far was it from the high wire to the lion's cage?
22 feet, I think.
And number 3, you said you were injured, but you were able to walk slowly out of the cage.
Yes.
So you weren't that badly hurt.
No.
Did you spend time in the hospital too?
About 3 hours.
Number 1, what caused the wire to go slack? How could an accident like that happen?
Well, usually they have 2 big screws that hold the wires. One in case that there is an accident, the other one will hold. And this time both of them went kaput.
And you don't know why?
I don't know why.
Number 2, why should you walk out of the cage slowly backwards? That's also true of elephants, right? If you meet an elephant unexpectedly in the jungle, you're supposed to stand quite still and walk slowly backwards.
I have to go slowly, but I have very pain in my back.
Very good reason.
That's a reason. All right. I hear the bell, and that means that based on what you learn, you got to mark your ballots, friends. And how you going to mark them? You going to mark them for number 1, or for number 2, or for number 3? The way we do it is we pay our team of challengers $50 for each wrong vote. We pay them $500 if all the votes are wrong. And Bill, you are first.
Yeah, it's very difficult because what can you ask about a thing? We don't know much about lions or tight wire, but I don't know. Number 2, rather, seem to be having more fun with all this, and only a clown could have fun about falling into a lion cage, so I voted for number 2.
All righty, we got a 2 show on, and Peg.
Well, for me, it was between 1 and 2. I thought that maybe number 1 clowned around in Morocco, but number 2 knew who Grok was, so I voted for him.
A pair of 2s, Gene Rayburn.
Well, number 1 said that wire was held by a couple of screws, and I don't think anybody would walk on it if that's all that held it. I think they have big mechanisms that hold that thing, so therefore, I voted for number 2.
Everybody is going up on the high wire. Kitty, are you going to join the group?
Well, I think number 2 looks like an actor. And unfortunately, he doesn't look sad, and most clowns are supposed to look sad. He looks very happy, but I guess if you'd been saved from the lion's den, you'd look happy too. So, number 2.
What do you think, audience? 3, 2. Down. All righty. We'll find out. The votes are in. Will the real P.O. Knock please, sir, stand up? Rats. Thank you, Mr. Knock. Thank you, Mr. Knock. If you'll be seated, we'll find out who your friends are. Number 1, what is your real name, please, and what do you do?
My name is Mark Abitbol, and I am part owner of the Reapers haircutting salon, located for men and women, located on Lexington Avenue between 64th and 65th Street in Manhattan.
Excuse me, number 1, I think you didn't give us the zip code. Let's go on to number 3 and see it. Number 3, do I dare ask what your name is and what you do?
My name is Joseph D'Amico.
Yes?
I'm a singer, and I also own Bianca Margherita restaurant where they sing opera and show tunes in the village.
Yeah, right. In the village. Thank you, P.O. Knock, and thank you, gentlemen, very much. Now, I'm going to show you a picture here, and you're going to think that your set is out of adjustment, but don't turn any knobs, because it is a fuzzy picture. It's a picture of an enormous man-like beast that may actually exist in our Pacific Northwest. And a panel, I'll pass this down so that you can look at it. I don't know if you'll learn much. But a footprint of that creature was discovered, and the footprint itself was 20 inches long. And not surprisingly, the animal, therefore, is referred to by the name of Bigfoot. And we'll meet the man who's been trying to locate Bigfoot in just a minute or 2. Now let's say hello to the man who is searching for Bigfoot.
Number 1, what is your name, please?
My name is Peter Byrne.
Number 2.
My name is Peter Byrne.
Number 3.
My name is Peter Byrne.
And here is the story of Peter Byrne. It's a fascinating one. He says, I, Peter Byrne, am an adventurer. For over 2 years, I have led a project whose goal is to find, tranquilize, and capture a legendary monster known as Bigfoot. Since the year 1810, a large ape-like creature, 7 or 8 feet tall and weighing perhaps 800 pounds, has been reported roaming in the Pacific Northwest. After interviewing over 60 people who have sighted the beast, I am 95% convinced of his actual existence. While some film and photographs of Bigfoot have been taken, perhaps the most convincing piece of evidence is the discovery of a moss-covered bed 9 feet long, 4 feet wide, and 1 foot thick. The moss had been pulled off trees up to 12 feet in height. Investigation had revealed that it was not man-made. I am no stranger to this type of undertaking. In fact, I have headed 4 expeditions in the Himalayan mountains in Nepal in search of a similar giant, the Abominable Snowman. Signed, Peter Byrne. I can only reflect that they're going to be very surprised when they catch him and find out it's Durward Kirby. All this one never really knows. Kitty Carlisle?
Thank you. Number 1, which do you think there's more likelihood of your finding the abominable snowman or this extraordinarily large creature of the Pacific Northwest?
I think the one in the Pacific Northwest.
Why is that?
Well, there's much more recent evidence and much more recent sightings.
Thank you. Number 2, who took the photograph we just saw?
Mr. Robert Patterson.
Do you know the person? Do you know that Patterson?
I knew this person, but unfortunately he died last year.
I see. Number 3, have they ever been sighted in pairs?
In where?
In pairs.
Yes.
More than one?
Yes, more than one in pairs, and in a couple of times on 3 or even 4 together.
Well, number 2, if they're sighted close enough to be photographed, why can't their footprints be followed and tracked and find their lairs and wherever they live?
Well, only a few footprints have been found, perhaps 5 or 6.
Well, Bigfoot must be awful light-footed then.
Well, they just, it happens either in the snow. Most of them have been found in the snow, and then they get into rocky areas and...
I'm sorry to cut you off, sir. We're going to Bill Cullen.
Number 3, who or what was the Piltdown Man?
The Piltdown Man was a hoax that occurred in England very many years ago. A skull that was found in a place called Piltdown, which proved to be false.
Now, number 1, if this, you mentioned 1810, if this creature is alive, he's anywhere between 160 and 170 years old, depending on where you're watching the show. But, I mean, is it conceivable that this creature could live that long?
No, he probably isn't alive.
Well, is this an offspring then?
Yeah, possibly.
Would you maintain then, number 2, that there is another girl abominable Northwestern man?
According to the Patterson film, some observation was made that it was a female, because there were female look to it. There were breasts, I believe, and there have been sightings of whole families.
So, number 3, then you too maintain that this is a race of creatures, or more than one, put it that way?
Yes, more than one, probably a small group.
And that
Thank you. We're going to go on to Peggy.
Thank you. Number 1, do you think this is animal? Is this creature is animal or human? I mean,
no, we think it's humanoid.
Well, then, what right have you got to go catch it and trap it and exhibit it? I mean, if it's a human.
Well,
I mean, you wouldn't go trap another human being, for goodness sakes.
No, we're not planning, in fact, to exhibit it.
What are you planning to do with it? Why don't you leave it alone where it lives?
Well, we think it might be the missing link.
Well, if you think it's human, then it's not the real missing link, would it be? I just don't understand the moral grounds on which you can go trap something you think is human. But that's neither here nor there. Do you believe in the Loch Ness Monster?
Well, there's some people who do. Yes, I think I do, really.
Thank you. Number 3, it says this gorilla, it looks like a gorilla to me, just a simple girl. That bed it sleeps on is only 48 inches wide, which would seem to me if it's that large, it must sleep alone. Right?
In that particular instance, yes.
Oh, I see. Number 3, who subsidizes these searches?
In this case, a society in Washington called International Wildlife.
Thank you. Now, number 2...
And that takes us down to Gene Rayburn.
Yes, sir. Number 2, what hard evidence do you have that moss bed was not man-made?
Well, it's just a matter of personal observation. It had rather a scattered appearance. It didn't look as though the moss had been carefully laid, that is, in a pattern that would have been done by a human being.
Well, could any other animal have done?
No, certainly no animal in that area.
And number 3, you say this animal was first sighted around, or this human was, the Bigfoot was first sighted around 1810.
Yes, that's right.
Yes. Wasn't that about the year whiskey was introduced to the Northwest? Number 3,
That's a good question.
Yes, well, all right. What about, number one, what about tracking it to its lair? And I mean, if there's a group of them, there ought to be some way of finding them with...
Well, what we really need to find are some fresh tracks in fresh snow. Then we probably better track it very quickly.
Gee, lots of questions to be asked, but no time in which to ask them. It's balloting time, and we'll try to make up our minds as to whether it's number 1 or number 2 or number 3. And Kitty, have you made up your mind? Well, marking your card and the results
number 2 looks like the kind of fellow who would believe a thing like that. He looks like a very inventive, creative scientist. Number 3 looks like somebody with the Cunard line. And I think number 1 is the one who really thinks the Loch Ness Monster exists, and he's looking for Bigfoot, who doesn't leave any footprints.
All right, you got a 1 going there. And Bill Cullen?
I think number 3 looks like the real man, and number 2 looks like someone with a telephone company. Whatever that means. Anyway, I like number 3's answers, actually.
All right, you got a 1 and a 3, and Peggy?
Poor old Bigfoot. I hope they never show up with your slipper. But anyway, I voted for number 3. He'd do it for fun.
All right, pair of 3s and 1. Gene?
I voted for number 1 because he looks like the man most likely to hallucinate.
I gather you have no great faith in this yourself, Mr.
That's
Ray.
right, yeah.
Well, we've got a pair of them on each end, and so the time has come to say, will the real Peter Byrne please stand up? Yep, there you go.
I was copying what Kitty wrote.
Thank you, Mr. Byrne. Let's find out who your companions are. Number 1, sir, what is your real name?
My name is Jim Harris. I'm the marketing director for BOAC in the United States.
Hey!
Very good.
Who was it who said number 2 looked imaginative
I did.
and inventive?
Yeah.
Number 2, tell us what your real name is and what you do.
My name is John Putnam, and I am the art director of Mad Magazine.
Mr. Byrne, it's a fascinating subject. Thank you, and thank your friends also for being with me here on To Tell the Truth. Things like this absolutely fascinate me. I noticed he said that I believe 95% in its truth. And now we've got to ask him what was his 5% of doubt. Maybe it's just perhaps reasonable human doubt. Been an interesting show for us. I hope it has been for you. Thanks very much. Come see us again.
This is Bill Wendell speaking for To Tell the Truth, a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production.